What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. We have Jamar84 in the building. We have Giving You the Real Tea in the building. And we have a special guest here tonight, all the way from the H town, baby, Houston, Texas. Okay, I think I said it right. Ain't you in Houston?
Yeah.
Okay, Rodney the voice. First of all, and we got and Terrence has made it into the building right before we went live. So shout out to him. Now, before we go into anything, I just want to say that you have an overwhelming amount of support of Rodney. As I told you before we came on live, all the cousins is in the damn building. They all at the picnic table. It's a whole family reunion out up in this bitch. In this
They
house.
asses better be here.
They love it now. They love it. They love it. They love it. Now before we get into it, um, Josiah could not be here tonight. He's recharging himself, so he'll be back in 2 weeks when we do the next show. And Maddie, I just talked to Maddie about an hour ago, and he could not be here. But before we go into the show, I think I kind of came up with this idea like literally an hour before the show even started. So this is practically a new idea, and I think that we're gonna start doing this every time a guest comes up. It's gonna be called. That's why we don't have a graphic for it because I literally just came up with it in my mind like an hour before the show. But it's called the guest spotlight, and I just want to put the spotlight on Rodney right quick because I want you to know that I've been watching your stuff for like I want to say almost 3 years.
Mm.
Um, I think it was during Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11, and you were talking about the Candy and Portia thing, and I just needed to find somebody that had my same sentiments on that, and I found somebody with my same sentiments on it. So I've always been watching your stuff and I always wanted to do something with you. Because remember last year I reached out to you a long time ago to do my Life in the Night Housewives panel, but you didn't see my message until like eons
Yes,
later.
yes. I'm bad at
So,
checking emails and DMs.
right. So, but I'm glad that you up here. I really appreciate you coming up here because I know that
Thank
the people
you.
really do. The people do love you. They don't want you to make this a habit. They don't want their family lives. They don't want nobody to do nothing to you. And I told them that you are in good hands up in here. We ain't gonna
Right.
do shit to you. We ain't gonna do
Yeah,
nothing to you. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
I
Now,
know that's right.
is anybody besides me drinking? Cause I got this shit
Baby, I
from
got me a.
so
Uh, 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 I I had to. got me a little. I
You
had
should
to.
have had a drink, Jamar. You should have had a drink.
Mm-mm. No, that would be bad. No.
But I already see it in the comments. They tell me something. Don't you dare snatch him up. I'm not trying to take him from y'all, child. I just first of all, boys' night out because I know most of them have never probably been to my channel before at all. But boys' night out is practically just like it's like a hangout spot. We here to talk shit, laugh, have a good time. That's what we here for. And I think Roddy here for the same thing. So ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. Don't y'all start shit. Man, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. They
Tell them to
already
act like they
said,
got some
thank
sense over here at somebody else's house.
they already told me they would cut me over. They would cut a bitch over me, so I was cut. Okay, I don't need to be cut.
We're
Okay,
gonna act like we got a little
Terrence,
bit of
what's going
sense.
on?
Nothing. I'm here. I'm still getting my life together, girl.
Oh yeah, she's a nurse child, so she probably up in there trying to get herself together at this point. Hey Ron,
But at least we can
and
hear you.
whatnot. At least we can hear you. At least I can hear y'all, okay? Because I went to the clinic today and I got these ears cleaned the fuck out because I couldn't hear shit all week. Jesus,
Oh yeah, when
I
they
feel
do
like a
that
new
good
man.
cleaning, like you can hear the shit. Like you hear the wind
Listen,
slip past your ear. Like when you get that good ear cleaning out and they wash all that stuff out.
it was orgasmic. I don't even know if I said the word right, but it was just everything. It felt like I was having an orgasm getting that shit about my ear, child.
On the
It was
table,
amazing.
shaking, baby.
It was amazing. Okay. Now,
Okay.
now Terrence is in the building. Terrence, Rodney, Terrence.
How you
Terrence
doing,
watching
Terrence?
us.
Hey, I'm great. How you doing?
Fine.
That is good.
Now,
I've been a fan of you for a hot minute now. So I
I, I,
never think
I used to
that
watch your
know,
videos.
huh?
When you was getting who was that, Kenya? Well, I used to watch her roll my eyes.
but see the
I
thing,
mean,
but
you
see
know,
the
it
thing
ain't no
with Terrence,
shade. Ain't no shade.
Candace,
but you
when you
know,
was on Candace ass.
I
but
mean,
see the thing
I'm
about
still
it.
on Candace ass,
All
quiet as
right,
a cat.
right,
But see, the thing about it is Terrence really don't hate Kenya though. He take up for Kenya more than he drag her.
Yeah,
right.
I found
Um,
myself doing that a lot lately since you brought that up. You're absolutely right.
yeah, I used to drag the shit out of Kenya back in the day, but now I take up for her more than anything at this point. But
That's funny.
did you ever dislike Kenya Jamar?
During season 8, yes, for sure. That I can distinctly remember because of how she was picking on Kim Fields at that time.
Oh.
Oh, it
Oh.
was that pulling of the chair for you. It was the pulling of the chair for you. That's
I
what that
was
was
like,
for,
what are you
child.
doing?
Yeah, she should have got beat up for that one. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well,
Okay.
I was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she did the most.
Mhm.
Yeah, now she was wrong for that now. You know she was wrong for it. But however, we're gonna go ahead and get into the first because we got all the little pleasantries and stuff out the way because we just want to make Roddy feel comfortable because his ass was fucking nervous. He said that in the DM. He said he was nervous. I
I'm
said, "Tell
actually
him like
good now. I had a little
like
cocktail.
you good now. You are meshing well with all of us, so you good. You feel right the fuck on me and trust and believe me on that. Now, before we get into the show, I want to say that most of the people up here have had more input on this particular show. Terrence and Jamar picked the fuck Mary Kill. Josiah, who's not here, did the pump and the dump it. I pretty much chose the hot topics, whatever, and queer conversation. Maddie had some other stuff going on, so that's why he wasn't that much involved in it. But I could say that we all came together as a team. Most of us came together as a team with this show tonight. Now, the first game I'll go into is Fuck Mary Kill. That's probably one of my favorite games up here because this shit be a key. It be funny as fuck. And this time I had nothing to do with Fuck Mary Kill. This is all Jamar and Terrence. And these choices that they gave us for tonight, I'm tickled. So we're gonna start. So tonight's choices are basically content creators, gay and straight.
Oh, y'all
And I want
messed.
to know that's them too. That's them too. Okay, ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. So it's like this. This is first one. Um, I don't even know them.
I
I
don't
don't
know none of these
Who
two.
picked these?
this,
I did though. They're a part of the reaction community, the basketball community, the gaming community, all of the shit the straight trades do. That's what they do.
so I just have to go based
And
on
that's them.
Okay, I'll just go by the way they look because I don't know none of them.
right. So
I started off because I don't know none of them. But uh, let's see. I would probably fuck the flight reacts person. He just looked
Get off
like
my
somebody
man,
I would.
bitch.
Yeah, I probably would fuck him.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill
Kill
you.
would be the light skinned one because yeah, nah.
Ugh.
And of course, I would marry the one in the middle because that's a toxic trait of mine. So that's why. Look like like so go. Go ahead, Jamal.
um
Girl.
child. Okay, so I'm gonna well, it's based off of nothing really. So I'm often old girl in the middle because you give me very much fuckboy tease.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hunch old girl here on the left because you know the light skin got good punani, and marry the guy on the right.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus! I cannot.
I can't.
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, y'all already know I love me some Flight Reacts. That's my Mary. That's my Mary. That's Flight Reacts. B. Lou, I'm definitely fucking. King said to the gallows you go. I only chose you so the light folks won't feel away. Because y'all know that's been going on a lot lately, and I want us to get flagged for colorism and all that. So that's the only reason why I got you up in that King's bed. All right, so that's it for me.
Go ahead, Robin. You need.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these guys. But I'm going to probably kill the middle one. He looks sneaky as hell and
That's
no
fucking
good. He look like he'll fuck your credit up too. And then I will probably marry. Probably Flight Reacts. He look like he might be decent. And fuck King Sid.
Rodney, get your ass off my man, girl. Ain't none of y'all supposed to be marrying Flight up here, but you can't fuck him either.
He look like he might be decent.
This is the game that we're presented with. I don't know what you want us to do.
Lie, right? Lie.
Okay, so the next one is gay content creators. Now this one is hard.
Oh Lord.
This one is hard, but it's not gonna be hard. It's fun.
I still don't know who I picked.
But however, for me, I'm gonna start. Well, I don't really. This is hard.
Oh, you messy.
I
forgot about this.
Over here.
Okay, for me, I would probably marry Miles. I'll probably fuck your boy Nunu. And as far I never watched Alonzo stuff, so I don't really know nothing about him. So that's why he will have to go because I don't know him like that.
Can I go last?
Sure. Your boy, I would marry him. I would marry. I will fuck Messy Miles. And I don't know who Alonzo is either. That's the only reason why I'm gonna put him to the gallows, because I don't know him. I mean, you cute though.
He is cute.
Yeah, you cute though. There's no shade.
I used to watch Alonzo videos back in the day. I would probably fuck Alonzo, marry Messy Miles, and kill Nunu.
Ooh.
Oh, that's Go ahead, Jamar. I think I know what his is going to be.
Say something messy, but I'm not going to be messy.
What do you think mine are going to be?
I think you're going to kill Nunu because you're best friends with Nunu.
So let's see. Who am I marrying? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to marry Alonzo because I know he got money.
Always working my butt.
I think I'll marry Alonzo. And Alonzo's a sweetheart. He's really, really nice. Ooh, these two bitches. Oh.
And you know both of them personally.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I don't know mine personally. I don't know Nunu.
So, ooh. Because, only for today. Ask me this question tomorrow. The answer may very well be different. But I have to send my girl Nunu to the gallows today. I have to send her to the gallows today. at a fucking mouse.
Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, so we got through that first game. Now the next game is Pump It or Dump It. Pump It or Dump It is basically like a musical game, Roddy. So hopefully you know these. We have two different categories. We have albums and we have singles. So I'm gonna start off with the singles one first. And these were chosen by Josiah. Again, I have nothing to do with none of these games today. Those three had a lot to do with them. So we're gonna start off with the singles, okay? Um, and I already know what my answer gonna be, cause I don't like these new girls like that. So I already know what my answer gonna be. So for the first half, we got um,
How
the
about who these people?
Distraction by Kalani and The Weekend by SZA. Don't know why he chose these, cause I don't
Very.
like neither one of these. But
If
if
we,
I had to choose one,
uh,
I choose The Weekend.
the weekend down. Now, really, that's just a bad Kalani song. Kalani has better songs than that, but the weekend by far.
Listen. I don't know none of these hoes. All right, so I don't know how I'm supposed to play this. I don't know the hoe on the right. I don't know the hoe on the left. I don't know what they saying. I don't know what they do. That, I mean,
Who looked like a bad bitch between the two? Just base it off of that.
both of them look frowsy with these damn pictures. Let's be clear. But
You said they look what?
both of them look frowsy in these pictures. Let's be clear.
What does that mean?
But they look tired through. I don't know which one is the bad bitch in that. I don't know. I will go. I mean, if I gotta pick, I guess I'll go with Sister with all the hair. Who that? And the Fendi.
That's it.
I'll go with her.
Okay.
Rodney.
I don't really listen to their music like that. I know who they are, but I don't really listen to their music like that. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be just that. I don't know. I guess SZA. Well, I don't know the songs, but if I had to choose an artist, it would probably be SZA.
What y'all mean
I
don't
don't
do
know
Sister? I don't know her.
I
I don't know her. What y'all mean don't do her? I don't know her.
Soft looks, I guess.
Listen, I don't know what nobody was thinking when he chose these folks, but I don't listen to them. Period.
Yeah, y'all don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth. I don't know why y'all so shocked. I don't know. You should have picked somebody I do.
I see Erica Daniero's in the building. What's up, girl?
Hey, Erica Daniero.
Okay, so the next one are albums. The next two are albums, and they're by the same artist. So basically, it's the Michael Jackson edition.
Oh,
And
now why
we
y'all
have
do that?
Bad,
Wow.
we have Bad, and we got Dangerous.
Jeez, that's crazy.
I'm gonna choose Bad.
Really?
Hold on. Let me go through my Apple Music and refresh what's on these albums real quick.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Bad too. Even though I like Dangerous, I kind of just shit. I do like Dangerous too. Oh my god,
Dangerous is good too, but
it was. That's why it's like.
I don't, because hold on. Off the top of my head, what was on Dangerous? Let me refresh my memory. Ooh.
I don't remember the time on Dangerous, if I'm not mistaken.
And in the closet.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so that's Dangerous. Okay, so it might have to be Bad. Now, honorable mention to Remember Time in Black and White, but Black and White. Honorable mention. But Bad, yeah, Bad. Just looked at the track list, yes.
So I really wasn't into Michael Jackson like that.
That's why I had to refresh my
I
memory.
wasn't either. I'm
Not
a
to
Prince
like-
type of girl.
Not to know his albums. So I really don't. I would have to know some songs. Whoever, I don't know.
Listen. Let's just do it like this. If you could think, like, just pick just choose it based off what singles were released off of, and maybe that'll help.
What singles
Because
were
I
released on
think
Dangerous?
Okay, so look, we'll do one by that. So bad. The main ones are of course Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Dirty Diana, Smooth Criminal. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. I don't know if people really know that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my song.
And so Dangerous has at least Remember the Time, Black or White. Those and well, of course, Dangerous. Those are the ones that I recognize.
I will go with
And
Bad.
in the closet.
And Heal the World.
Uh-huh.
For the single, I would based off the singles, I will go with Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's everybody.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
everybody.
But I did like
Listen,
Dangerous. Dangerous was good.
I'm with Rodney when he says that he's not a big Michael fan because I never seen it for Michael like everybody else do. I'm more of a Prince type of person. I'm just
Friend love, friends.
whatever.
I
I
like them
love me
both.
some Prince.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I definitely have more exposure to Michael than Prince.
Yeah, I think that's anybody, child. Michael was every damn well, so However, all right, so we're about to get into some hot topics, and this is the graphic that Terrence hates, but getting into hot topics. Okay,
Sit on her
so
damn ass. I don't know what to do.
we're gonna get. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off with a little bit of fluff, and the first hot topic is basically Nicki Minaj saying that apparently she's supposed to be hosting the Real Housewives of Potomac. So I know that Jamar don't watch that show, but I will ask you this: can you see Nicki Minaj hosting a reunion show for the Housewives? I guess that's a no.
But she,
I guess,
is that towards the
listen,
Housewives or Nikki?
Both at this
do
point if they
you?
put her ass up there.
Because I can't see Nicki Minaj hosting nobody.
Me neither. I don't think they really need her.
It seems like it's a strange fitting. Like,
Yeah, like,
would they ever be in the same topic of conversation?
right. I don't get it. I mean, is Nikki a fan like that? Like, do she watch it religiously every Sunday?
Maybe.
You know, everything
Yeah.
that goes on and everybody. Well, then, I mean, maybe if she do, I mean, this shit, bitch, fine. Nikki, do whatever you want to do, bitch. I ain't got to watch it. But if they want to have you up there, fine.
I do think that if Nikki was on the show, that maybe a few more people would tune in. But I don't think that she's necessarily needed. I do think that she would make a show about her. Like, I can see the reunion being all about how she feels, what she thinks. And it would
I
become
just
like
feel
a
like
big show.
I just feel like if they're gonna have anybody to host something like that, let it be somebody that was in that same realm, but people still like I mentioned Tammy Roman. Like, if you're gonna have somebody host like somebody like Tammy, I would let her do it. I would let Tammy do it quicker than Nicki Minaj, because Tammy knows shit from both sides. She know what it is on and off the camera, and she don't mind asking a messy ass question because she messy like me.
Yeah.
That's what you really need. Somebody that's gonna get off of the damn cue card. Somebody that don't mind being messy.
I can see Tammy. I actually like Tammy. I can see Tammy doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's
Tammy
smart
good.
and she knows both sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said let Tamar do it.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Thank you.
that'll just like that's just like having Nikki up there. They're both obnoxious as fuck. So why would I want? But like, nah.
But what about Kim Michelle? What about Kim Michelle?
You know how much I love Kim Michelle, but hell no.
How y'all gonna do Kay and her new face like that?
Ooh.
How y'all gonna do Kay and her new face like that?
At least it looks good.
Don't you start now.
At least it looks good.
I mean, I love
If her name was
it.
on her push, I wouldn't know who she was.
I mean,
Baby Miss Thing got a whole new face. I don't care what that heifer say. She has a new face. And I love K Michelle. I love her music. But if I did not see her name underneath her picture, I was like, who is this woman?
Right.
I mean, she got the good words.
No shade, Kimberly. I like you, Kimberly. I've been down with Kimberly since she said Jocelyn looked like a bitch that sleep in the bed with no sheets. I've been rocking with her since then. It's no shade, Kim Michelle. I love you down, girl. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, she did say that. I almost forgot she said that. She did say that. Oh my God. Okay. So, like I said, we get like the little fluff stuff out the way and move on into the more little heavier hot topics there. The next thing is that Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel Air is in the blogs and he's saying that the black community doesn't accept him because he has a white wife. He doesn't get it invited to the BET Awards and things of that nature. And I just want to say, I hope I'm speaking for, I wonder if I'm speaking for all of you when I say this. I don't think anybody really gives a damn about whether or not he's married to a white woman or not. I don't think anyone cares.
I didn't think anyone knew.
I don't think anybody is surprised.
And I agree with all y'all.
You didn't get an invite because you're not, I mean, to my knowledge, active in Hollywood to occupy a seat.
Right.
And then I just recently saw a clip resurface when he was on stage talking about going home with white women. Like, there's nothing wrong with dating outside your race, but Carlton, no, girl, stop.
I just want to know why now. Like, you've been harboring to these feelings all this time. Why are you trying to pile on with that shit now? Because that's the climate that we in. He must be working on something new and he's trying to generate some buzz on him. But that's probably what it is.
I mean, outside of the Fresh Prince reunion.
I mean, because I just don't understand where it's coming from.
I don't understand it either.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, like I said, because I'm like, well, Carlton, I ain't seen you do nothing in years. I don't really think nobody. I ain't even know you were to no white woman, to be honest. So it's like, I ain't been following you. Like, you still Carlton to me. And are we surprised that you're a white woman? I mean, that shit you was doing, only a white woman like that. So
I have never heard anyone make comments about him being married to a white woman. So that's why I didn't understand where it came from. Like, you're never in the blogs, you're never in the headlines about marrying a white woman. So, like, where did this come from?
I didn't know it until
no one knew.
And no one gave a damn. Why does it tell?
You said it, not me. No one gave a damn. Okay, no one cared that you had a woman. Like, no one cares. Like, we ain't surprised.
I mean, we white woman Kanye West.
Honey, I would have been more surprised if his wife's name was Keisha. Hello?
Right, I would have been too.
Most definitely, I would have been very surprised, to be honest. Like when he said that, he was like that he's not accepted because he's with a white woman. I'm just like, not accepted? What do you mean not accepted? Like, are you saying you're not getting any roles because you're married to a white woman? Like,
but what roles would I see for Carlton other than Carlton? Like, I don't see him playing no shade.
We haven't given him, in fairness, we haven't given him a chance. We haven't seen him do it outside of,
Well, whose fault is that? He is ours.
Well, I'm just saying, since we haven't seen it, we don't know what he can do.
He gives very much Nickelodeon.
He do right. The Nickelodeon dad.
Nickelodeon dad.
Yeah.
You couldn't see him like How to Get Away with Murder or Scandal type T.
Say it again.
You couldn't see him in How to Get Away with Murder or Scandal or
like the one getting killed.
No.
Not being serious.
The one getting killed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like it
playing the body.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, other than that, or maybe in the halves or the have-nots or something, Miss Tyler would have found the way to pluck him around there somewhere. He could have been on one of them. I don't know. It was sad. I ain't never seen has and I just threw him over there. It wasn't my judge. Yeah, I saw first season. I want my judge. I ain't.
Listen, I watched it the first two seasons, and the issue that I got with it is that we was in the same day for the first two seasons. We was in the same day, same clothes, same house, same scene, talking about the same damn thing for two seasons. It's just I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but it was good at first. Haves and have nots was good at first, but I
I
heard
heard.
that series finale was a mess. That's what I heard.
Mm.
Because everybody died or something like that. You know, Tyler Perry gonna kill somebody some kind of
You
way.
better believe it.
But
I just know my man on the show, Diamond, from P Valley, where the girls get naked.
Ooh, child. Yes, come through P Valley.
But that wasn't
speaking of
enough.
P Valley, when is that coming back out?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like they're doing too much.
Because I had binge watched that shit and everything, and I was like, I may review it next time it come back, but it's just like
It's been gone
like,
for a minute.
yeah, it's been on for a while.
I feel like they're gonna be like what was that show called? Was Taraji P Henson Empire? Remember how Empire was good the first season and the second season that came back? I feel like they were doing entirely too much. I feel like that's
Oh
what
my god, yeah,
With
Empire was so damn good the first season, but the
Mhm.
second season they lost me.
they
They lost
started
me.
bringing celebrity guests and
the
all
monkey
that time.
with
I
season
agree.
two, the monkey suit.
The who?
With
Oh
season
yeah,
two,
that monkey
came down
suit.
there in the monkey suit.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that monkey suit. That monkey suit took me away.
I just heard what you said. Yes.
It was the monkey suit for me.
Girl, what the hell am I watching?
And we were all up Jamal's corner when he was getting thrown in the trash by Lucius.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year later, you see what he did. And never been the same.
It really hasn't. It really hasn't.
I ain't been the same.
Thank God for Journey for doing Lovecraft Country to bring Anna back to the name.
Okay, so I guess we can move on over here to the Pied Piper of R&B, R. Kelly. At this
Girl,
point,
bye.
now he's been accused of messing with little boys.
I believe it.
They said they said he messed with two boys. I think they were 16 and 17 years old, and he's vehemently denied that he ever did it. And you know, at this point, I don't put nothing past R. Kelly at this point, and I just don't know, like, because they did. I think when Surviving R. Kelly was out, they were saying that he liked men. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised if he did.
Yeah, he kept trying to fuck one of the damn managers. Yeah, I believe every word of it.
Yeah, you saw that, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
He said that the man said that in an interview that he was trying to sleep with.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
one of the boys, one of the men that he did used to mess around with him. He was up there telling the stories about the shit that they used to do with the girls and what he used to want him to do to him while he was laid up with the women and all that stuff. Yeah.
There's no point in R. Kelly even denying anything claimed against him because the court of public opinion is going to believe whatever the incriminations are, no matter what they are. They're gonna, if he get accused for flying through the sky, they're gonna be like, bitch, he flew.
I'm weak.
People don't believe anything that's going against R. Kelly at this point, child.
I think
he still got the points. You think he did
it. What do you say?
I said, you think he did it?
I think he did it, and I may be reaching with this one, but remember the girl Dominique who he had like turned into like a stud boy, had it up. So that crossed my mind. I was like, maybe he did that to her to make her appear more of like a dude, a guy, a boy. You know, so I believe it.
That's that same shit Sam doing to Egypt on Growing Up Hip Hop. I really hope Egypt go and take a look at that shit. She really can see where her life is heading if she keep messing with that damn man.
I believe that shit too. And on top of that, but Rodney, no lie, I've been saying it for the longest. So I'm not completely off base on it. I've been saying it because it was crazy to me how he wanted her to cut all her hair off and dress up like a dude and all that stuff. it was like his boy fantasy or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I come out. And honestly, y'all, looking at Survivor R. Kelly, like I said, everybody ain't lying. It may be some doubt to certain stories, but I don't think everybody's lying. Cause looking at Survivor R. Kelly, it's some girls on there that were telling a story that I just knew they was telling the truth. Cause I know Jamar. I don't think Jamar saw Survivor R. Kelly, but did you see Survivor R. Kelly, Rodney?
Yes. Baby, I was up double checking my doors. I thought he was gonna come in here and get me.
Ain't that
I felt
that was a mess. I remember watching that one night in my bed, but I was getting up checking my doors.
I can't watch stuff like that. I do part of it, and even just what was the other popular documentary about the New York people? There was the Century 5 or something like that. It was like there was a crime.
Yeah, the Central 5, I think that's the name.
That one. Couldn't watch that either because I knew what it was going to do to my mental state. So I can't watch documentaries like that, especially the person still living.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. This is where I was going into about Surviving R. Kelly because I know because Rodney said he watched it and Terrence watched it because we both did reviews on it. I think that girl Tiffany, was telling the truth because she was the first person that ever filed a lawsuit against him for having sexual contact with him, and that was back in 1991 when she was messing with him, and that was around the time he was working with Aaliyah. And she was the girl. If you ever listen to Aaliyah's first album, she was the girl doing those horrible ass raps and those songs on that first album. That was her.
I don't remember Tiffany in the documentary.
Yeah, yeah, she was on they did a second season of Surviving R. Kelly last year.
Oh, okay. Now I didn't watch the second season. I only watched the first one.
Yeah.
There's a season?
Well, it was like two
They had
different
two.
parts.
They had two seasons. They had season 1 in 2019, and they had season 2 last year. And Tiffany, because me and Terrence talked about it when it first came out, we both believed that Tiffany was telling the truth. I really believe she was telling the truth. And like I said, she was the girl on Aaliyah's first album doing them tired, late, and through ass raps on them songs. That was her doing that. And I know that she knew. And the other one that had her, she was on the first one and the second one. Rodney, I hope you can remember. But she had those braids to the back on some parts of the show, and then she had that little weave ponytail. She had on like a red shirt.
A red shirt. She was like the
and she had that Miss Pearly mustache up there. You know what I'm saying? I think her real name was Javante.
You know they say when a girl got mustaches, they like a coochie. So I can't talk about girls with mustaches.
Right.
Heard that before?
Childish. That documentary was a kiki, honey, but it made me so upset with Sparkle. I ain't never liked Sparkle since that damn shit. She pissed me off. She really pissed me. Sparkle ground my gears more than anybody, more than Kitty. She ground my gears more than Kitty. And I ain't see it for Kitty ass either. But
I should have introduced her to him. I should have never introduced my family to him.
Child.
Don't do Sparkle like that.
Sparkle pissed me off. Sparkle girl, fuck you. What the hell you mean? You knew shit like that was going on. You don't trust that nasty bastard around none of your damn people. The hell you mean?
But you know what?
She admitted that she knew half the shit that he was doing was real, and you still go take your niecey poo down there to be around him. Sparkle girl, fuck you.
But you know what? I think a lot of people believed what R. Kelly was doing and thought that it was a possibility. Did y'all hear about the story with like Matthew Knowles when I think that he worked with Destiny Child or something and he never would leave them alone with R. Kelly or something like that? So it's like the people kind of knew, but it's like I'm still gone. But Sparkle really just threw her niece to the wolves, honey.
Right. I ain't seen it for that frowsy old sense. Fuck her.
Girl.
But you know what? Because I knew we was gonna be talking about this, I was listening to the first season of Surviving R. Kelly while I was at work and while Sparkle was talking, and I'm like, but you just said that you was working with Aaliyah singing backup for her, and you knew that he married her. So why would you bring your niece down there to be working with him and you already know what he give with the teenage girls? Like I'm just trying to understand.
Because
That's all I was saying.
she ain't gonna never be shit. She used her niece for a recording contract. She used her niece for a recording contract. What's she at now? Probably somebody's secretary.
I ain't know what was worse, her being up there or Miss Charmaine. I didn't know who was worse, her or Miss Charmaine coming up there speaking.
Just
you kill me calling him Charmaine. You really killed me calling him Charmaine. You really.
That's her name. Don't wear it out.
But you know, it's like I did feel bad for Sparkle. See why? I felt bad for her mainly because of the fact that her family pretty much booted out of the family after she came forward and said that was her niece on the tape. I felt bad for her.
Girl, you're lucky that's your family, because had it been mine, they'd have stumped a mud hole in your ass. You better be glad that's all your family that you got off easy. Because had it been them quarters, oh, you'd have got stumped out. I'm letting you know that right now, family or not. You would have been grass child. Do you hear me?
Girl, in the middle of the street?
Better believe it. They just drunk you out there and all on with a windmill on your ass, child. You lucky.
And when they had a cocktail afterwards.
Okay.
But see, it's like, it's just crazy, but it's just crazy to me how people still don't think that he did shit. You know what I mean? Like, I get where the doubt may come from, but it's like, bro, he married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old. That's enough evidence.
One of the biggest things that bothers me, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, one of the biggest things that bothers me is like when they call the little girls fast. Like,
yeah.
Oh, they were just being, because I've had conversations with people I know and they're like, oh, well, the girls are just being fast. No, that was like a 25, 26-year-old man sitting at the middle school looking at the little girls walk out.
Right.
He probably still got unicorns and rainbows on their bras and panties. Like, no, that's not how that works. That is not how that works. Like,
that's the ideology of, oh, you shouldn't tempt me so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's that same thing where, like, if a female comes out and said that she was assaulted by a man, and they see what type of skirt she had on when she went to the club, and the first thing they say is, "Well, you shouldn't have wore that short ass skirt to the club." It happens to you, like that stupid shit that people be saying. I don't like that. I don't.
Me neither.
That grounds like that's the first.
And just like how they didn't. And just like how they didn't want to blame him, it was always, well, the teachers knew what it was, so why didn't they speak up? Or, you know, I mean, yeah, I was there, I was getting the girls, but, you know, where was their parents at? Like, you know, they signed their parents off, I picked them up or whatever. Nah.
Right.
Nah. Like, how is it everybody in every other situation fault but his?
Right.
They don't want it to be his fault. They like, and then what was killing me about it while Survivor R. Kelly was playing and me on Facebook looking at the comments and shit. It was the main thing was really killing me was the women that was defending him, and these same women got daughters of their own, and they steady defending his ass, and I'm just like, are you serious? Now, when did you find out R. Kelly was playing your daughter ass and shit like that? How would you feel about that?
Trash.
Like, come on now.
Just
trash.
It's sad.
Oh yeah. That L just mentioned something else, and I remember that interview because I was in the 8th grade, 7th or the 8th grade when it came out. But she said, we knew when he did that interview with Torrey, when you said teenager, how old we talking? It shouldn't matter how old we talking, bitch. He asked you, do you teenage girls? It shouldn't matter how old it is.
Right.
Teenager is a teenager.
I mean, you know what?
Come on.
It's literally the 80 ages that ends with teen.
Okay.
Yeah, and that also includes 18 and 19.
There we go.
If you either one of them, no, you too young, child.
And you too old. So
right. We can't go to no bar. We can't do none of that. No. I mean, you might make a cute little boy. That's after, you know, you get past that threshold.
I'm not playing with you. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not playing with you. But I just wish that people would just like see that man for who he is. Like they still defending him now. Oh, he ain't fuck with no boys. He ain't do that. Why is that so hard to believe?
Upholding masculinity.
Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, if it comes out that he really did mess with little boys, I guarantee you that's what people will stop messing with him. Not the fact that he does fuck little girls and rape little girls. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't say the R word, but violate the little girls. You know what I'm saying? It's the cutting point is you out here messing with boys. Not the fact that he's been caught on camera, violating a 13, 14-year-old little girl. It's just now the cutting point is, now when I really found out you messing with little boys, okay. Are you gay? Oh, okay. That's what
anything dealing with some gay shit, they gonna cancel it. Anything dealing with some gay shit, they gonna cancel it. Let that shit really come out. Oh, I don't fuck with R. Kelly no more. I don't fuck with Kelly.
That's exactly how they're gonna sound.
Not you.
Okay.
Not you seeing this man pee on this girl on camera, but God forbid, suck the dick, girl. God.
Not that he married Aaliyah when she was 15. That wasn't enough for you. Okay. A mess.
That makes me look at people funny though when they be defending this shit. You know what I mean? Like, them girls was hoes. They was hoes when they were doing that. They was really.
That still don't give you back to their bodies.
It don't.
Right.
I don't give a damn if the little girl was 15 making her ass clap in front of you. You keep walking.
Because you're not supposed to touch it. You're not supposed to touch it.
What's she doing looking like that if she don't want me to touch it?
Okay.
That's like y'all sitting there with y'all asses out sagging and we not supposed to do nothing?
Boom!
Girl, bye.
Boom! There we go.
Boom.
And y'all nasty bitches do that in jail and see what happens to you. Because when people go to jail for stuff like that, the guards let the inmates know what you're there for. Or he like to touch little girls, and half of them got daughters in their damn self.
And they're gonna kick your ass. They don't kick your ass now. They don't fuck with folks that fuck with kids and shit. But just like Rodney said, because I didn't think about it that way, but just like Rodney said, if the shit really comes out that he was messing with boys, they're gonna be ready to just throw his ass away then. Like, never mind that he married a teenage girl. Never mind he was on camera pissing on a teenage girl. They don't give a damn about that.
Boosie gonna be the first one out. Nah, man, no. Come on, R. Kelly, man. They these boys trying to be straight, man.
We're gonna get into Boosie in just a few minutes. Trust and believe me, we're gonna get into him. We are gonna tug at his jailhouse wig in just a second. We're gonna tug at it. But next up for Hot Topic, because I see Rodney face, he ready to read his ass. I'm ready to
Who is?
Boosie.
Me neither.
Yes, I cannot stand Boosie, period. But next up on Hot Topics is Pepper from Salt and Pepper. Now, she got a $700,000 tax lien for unpaid plastic surgery. Okay, she said that the plastic surgeon that she went to fucked her up and she ain't paying him for it. Now, he did fuck her up now. I ain't gonna sit up here a lot now. He did fuck her up.
He did.
But
he did. He did. So in lieu of the fact that we agree on that, is she obligated to pay the man? Because either way, he still did the work.
That's what I was about to ask. Is he still obligated to do the work? I mean, is he obligated to pay him because he did the work? Like even though he fucked her up, he still did the work.
But he still did the work. But if he did a poor job, what was the work that he really did? What if I didn't get the result that I asked for? What am I paying you for?
Listen, Pepper, don't bring that man a picture of Whitney Houston because you not Whitney Houston, okay? Okay, you not even Bobby Brown, girl. So I don't know who it is that you want it to look like. Pepper, I'm just gonna be real, girl. Show us a picture of who you want it, and then we'll decide on it and that.
That is one of my favorite scenes from Boy. That's one of my favorite scenes. That shit always sends me up. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it.
No shade, Pep. I want to be on your side, but show me the picture of what you wanted to look like, and then we'll figure it out.
I don't know what she wanted to look like because it look a mess. No matter how you slice it, it looks the way her body built, it's a mess for real.
I think that like even if as messed up as it may sound, you got the work done. Even if you didn't like it. I think that if we start that, then we just not gonna be paying nobody at all. Well, I don't know about her. You look at your ass in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not what you did.
I mean, like, if you go to a restaurant and they fuck up your food, you paying for that?
Okay, now that's a little different. But my thing is this, Pepper. When did you get to the point where you didn't like this man's work? Because I know he didn't do $700,000 worth of work in one day.
Right.
So, like, where did it get? What? At what point did you determine I don't like his work, and you kept going back, or did all this happen just in one day?
Right.
So it's like
he probably was naive and was like, "Oh, maybe it takes time to shift and rearrange and get sorted and settled right." They could have told her anything.
She the fool. First of all,
she definitely is.
Like I said, for $700,000, baby, you need new blood, new skin, new teeth, new DNA, new genetics, new parents. Baby, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
He said new blood.
Not
he said new blood, bitch.
Okay,
new
even
blood,
the girl
I ain't never heard of
get a whole different blood type, bitch.
Do you hear me? I don't know what Pepper doing.
Nothing, because she wasted their money. My thing about this is right here. If you gonna go and get some, I'm not against somebody going to get plastic surgery. I'm not against nobody going to get no cosmetic surgery or nothing like that. Cause bitch, I had a crooked ass smile and I ain't got it no more. As of last year, I ain't got no more. I've got my insurance paid for my teeth.
Come on, insurance.
So with that being said, I don't have no issue with somebody making some adjustments to, get themselves right. But if you gonna get them adjustments, you need to look up who doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't go to just know anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a couple of years back, my sister had a friend. And she went to Louisiana to get her abs done. And it wasn't by no damn doctor. It was by somebody. It was by just somebody else. I don't know who the fuck did it, but she went to somebody and they shot her up her ass. She don't even know what the fuck they was putting up in her ass. All she knew was that it hurt and she took the pain and now she got a big ass. You can't do that.
Girl, now she gonna end up
Go to hotels. No, Somebody
said they can't even sit on their back.
Exactly. Exactly. Somebody said that Pepper went to Michelle's doctor, and I definitely agree with that. Whoever did K Michelle's work, Pepper should go to them.
The one who will be doing our trans sisters. No T, no pay.
I mean,
I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all got me being messy. I'm not trying to be funny, but I love my trans sisters with all my heart and soul.
I mean, it's facts though, but
it is.
She looks good. She looks good though, but it's like Pepper body do look a mess. Like I'm not even here to drag her like that, but her body do look a mess.
It do look. It's bad.
And why would you wait till you in your 50s, going into your 60s to try to get your body done anyway?
Because you don't have this body happy.
I mean, girl, look at Caitlyn, child.
Look at who? Oh,
she got her body done.
Caitlyn Jenner. Did you say?
I did.
You said Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. Because she waited until who knows how when to do what she did. So ain't no time on this shit. You do it when you feel like it, bitch.
Well, Pepper did it at the wrong damn time, at the wrong place, wrong time, because she
You
looked
went to the
damn
wrong
ugly.
person.
Yeah, she went to because she went to Groupon. Y'all asses gonna stay off Groupon when y'all trying to get y'all bodies cut open and.
Oh, I was about to say, now wait a minute. I do enjoy my good Groupon
No,
content.
I love some Groupon too. I love some Groupon too. But not when you gonna lay on the table and get your body cut halfway open.
Not for
That's
nothing
for
that
a quick little
requires insurance.
facial, a quick little facial, a little chemical peel, eyebrows, but not to have your booty done, not to have your titties done.
Nothing that requires insurance and a doctor.
There we go. You need to go to the
Exactly.
best doctor. Whatever they charge is what they charge.
But see, my thing with the girls now, like I said before they started, because let me tell you, I live in Mississippi in a small ass town. All these girls getting their ass done. All them flying down to Miami, going to this doctor, and they sucking the fat out their stomach and putting up in their ass. Okay, but before they was doing that, they were just going to the hotel rooms, getting Crisco and whatever the fuck else they wanted to get put up in their ass. They don't know what they put in their ass, and they don't realize that they're gonna get sick years down the line. If K Michelle ain't no example, I don't know who else is. Okay, because she listen had what 14 surgeries to get that shit redone. Come on now.
But I think a lot of girls they don't really think. I think a lot of women don't think about what could happen, like the aftermath. It's just I want my body to look like this. This is what's going to make me more attractive to men, right? So now that nigga always
Right.
got work done, and then look at Chloe Simpson. She done got all this work done to her body, and still put a filter on her. Every time she posts a picture, she putting a filter up. So it's like you get this work done and you still not satisfied. You still not happy. Every time you post a picture, you posted a filter.
And most of these don't even like all these bodies anyway. Y'all walking around here looking like the ants from Bugs Life, and they still don't want you, girl.
Still don't want.
Did you say? Did you say Ants from Book?
Look,
Boy,
but you know what I'm talking about. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
they
You
do
have
be looking like ants. Though. They do be looking like ants straight from the ant bed. They do.
They
They do
do.
be looking like ants. But I hate to say that,
Okay.
but they do. They do be looking like ants. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't know. Pepper. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna pray for you on that. I don't know. What's next for because I think we got two more topics. Well, we got one more after this one that's coming up. So the next topic is up for discussion. We're gonna have one discussion about this Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Their ratings are plummeting. Their ratings are plummeting. Okay. They have. You can come back, Jamar. We ain't talking about the show because I ain't watched it since episode 3, so I don't know what's going on the damn show. But at this point, the ratings are plummeting.
Oh shit.
They started off. They
God
opened up
damn
the
it.
season
Hold
with
on.
900,000 views. Then they fell down to like 800,000 views the next week, and then 600,000 the week after that. And those are not Love and Hip Hop Atlanta ratings. Okay, so I brought this up as a hot topic because it is a hot topic. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was one of the best reality shows that was out there at one point in time, and everybody enjoyed this ratchet ass All My Children. But now they're not enjoying it no more. And I'm not either because I stopped reviewing the damn show, as you know. So, oh, I thought I took the damn picture off the screen. My bad. So, Jamar will be back. I think his camera was messing up. But, Rodney, what do you think is the issue with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Because those ratings are terrible.
I honestly don't know. I know that I'm still reviewing the show. It's hard for me to get into it. Like, I don't really know what the problem is. I don't know if it's the cast. I don't know if people are just over Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know if they need to bring Jocelyn back. Like, I don't know. But I just know that this season is not what it's supposed to give. It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
It's been 10 years. And
Maybe it's running its course.
3 or 4 franchises later, it's just like they're suffering the same thing that the Housewives of Atlanta are going through. It's like, we are familiar with this format. It's not exciting anymore. We have other things that we can watch that are like on the streaming services that's keeping our attention right now. Like, why should we watch?
Well, let me like this comment. Oops, I think I picked the wrong one. My bad, because this damn chat moving so fast. Okay. Someone said again, the show is failing because they refuse to let go of the vets. Um, I can agree with that to a certain extent because Kirk and Rashida should have been gone. That's number one. Kirk and Rashida.
I think they've been afraid because if there's not somebody there that people are familiar with, people won't watch. But it's like, I mean, it's not working, so you might as well.
If they want to have somebody familiar on the show, they can keep Carly. She keeps the mess up. Keep her. Get rid of Kirk and Rashida because it's like with Rashida and Kirk, it's like you just know they doing whatever they can to keep they spot on the show. Like they doing anything to be on the show, and it's like, come on now. And watching this season, we wanted new people, we got new people, but I don't know if the new people or even the old people this season is the problem. It may be the production because it's not the same production company that we started with.
So, like, what are the storylines? What are the storylines that they're selling?
Well, Ryan is still watching the show. I ain't watching it, so I don't know what's going on. So Ryan could probably tell you.
It's really nothing. You have the one girl who has issues with her mother because she feels as though her mother put her boyfriend before her and her, I guess, siblings. And then you have the one girl who's dumb over her boyfriend. You have the other girl whose boyfriend is in jail. She dumb over him. It's pretty much kind of like the same thing. Bitches dumb, niggas ain't pretty much. I mean, but it's like, I think that while sometimes, including myself, we do ask for a new cast, but then when we get the cast, we want the old people back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want new people, we want new people, but then when we get new people, it's like I think that maybe we get so comfortable, like with the Jocelyn's, that we want Jocelyn. Like, I think that if Jocelyn probably came back, I don't know, because she took her draws of Mona. But I do think that if Jocelyn probably came back, I could see the ratings going back up because as much as people may not want to say it, Jocelyn was like, to me, like the Nene of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
But see, my only thing with that is Jocelyn didn't really film with those girls like that. So maybe it's just, I don't know what happened to Terrence. Maybe it's just her presence that's needed because she didn't film with them girls like that. The only people she really filmed with on that show is probably Stevie, maybe Benzino from time to time, and Carly. She ain't filming nobody else.
Baby, when Mimi was hanging from that shower ride, it was prime time television at the time.
I think that for season 11, if they have a season 11, and I think they will, I think that they probably need to get some of the old people. I think
we're on season 11 right now?
Season 10?
Well, season 10.
Ooh. I think if they, I really do think if they bring, I really, as much as people like to say we like new people, I think that if they bring back the Mimi, the Ariane, the Stevie J, the Jocelyn, the girls that were there like season 1, season 2, I think that people will probably tune in. Like, nobody cares about Amaretta the Great. Nobody cares about Rini Rucci.
I don't even know them.
I'm like, who? Betty Idol?
I ain't Betty Idol. She on a cartel show, right?
Yeah, she on that fake ass Mob Wife show. Cause that's what that's my wife. I don't know I just think, but I do think that the production is really the issue because, like I said, because I don't even think Mona is even producing Love and Hip Hop anymore. I think that she still got the executive producer credit, but she's not. Her production company isn't producing it. Big Fish is producing it. And if you don't know who Big Fish is, Big Fish produced Black Ink Crew. So this is basically Black Ink. That's why I look the way it does. It's Black Ink Crew. That's what this is.
It's trash.
And
Y'all
then,
talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
yeah, we got a race.
How she
And on
made
top of that, I think them bringing Yandy and Mendici to the show, fucking it up.
even
Too.
later.
Who asked for them? And then they hijacked the show. Then you got Erica and Safari. I don't want to see
Latest.
them.
The girl don't even get us started on Kirk and Rashida.
I already started on their ass. I don't want
Child.
I think the people that are making the decisions think that these people are more popular than what they really are. Like nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about Rashida and Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody cares about Safari and Erica. They don't have enough.
Is Spice still on there?
Spice is on. They show Spice what.
I stopped watching the season before she came.
Oh.
Listen, I'm just not here for Trash Can Yan using that girl for a storyline. See, now she done gone back to Trash Can Yan. And that's exactly what Kimbella told us her ass was going to do last season in the New York one. Kimbella said that, and everybody gave Kimbella all type of grief and, girl, you fucked up. Why would you say that and blah, blah, blah. But look at what the hell she's doing.
Kimbella did say that.
They're not interesting. They're not interesting no more. We've been seeing them since season 2 of the other franchise. They're not interesting. Get rid of them.
How many times is he gonna cheat and have on her?
Right. How many times y'all gonna have fake marital problems and and fake family fights and all that shit?
And we gonna see all these.
I've been over Georgia Prune. I've been over Georgia Prune, and I've been over her husband too. I've been over Georgia Prune. I've been over Shawty Low and her husband. I'm done with them. Like
not Shawty Low.
After
put it on and make air make
Shawty Low. Oh, we.
They should have been. Shawty Low should have been gone. Then on top of that, who else? Because like, when you really think about it, even though Jocelyn had left the show in season 6, there was still people around that was still kind of entertaining. Like Tokyo Vanity was good for the show. I actually miss Tokyo on the show.
Me too.
I miss Jessica Dime on the show, and I kind of miss Tommy as extra as she was.
Psychotic.
Me too.
What you say, Jamar?
Tommy old psychotic ass. That bitch was crazy.
I miss her.
That bitch was crazy with a capital K.
But I think if they brought Tommy back, maybe it's just me, but I think maybe if they brought like Tommy back, Jessica Dime, Jocelyn, I do think the ratings will probably go up a little bit.
I would tune in a couple of weeks just to see what they give in.
I think that people will tune in, but nobody cares about.
I ain't coming back. I would definitely tune in. I ain't gonna lie, Roddy. That's a good idea. I'd probably tune back in for that. I would.
Okay, it's the good old days, bitch.
I think they need to give us bring the old people back. Then I think they may be okay.
But with Love and Hip Hop, I think Terrence is frozen. Yeah, he is. He got to go out and come back in. But with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, flopping in the ratings, that kind of makes me wonder what the others are going to give, because we do know that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood had, I think season 3, 4, and 5 was probably their best seasons, and they started actually stepping up to the plate to be the best franchise. But season 6 was a mess when they brought April and Fizz on there. That was a mess. I don't know who told them that we wanted to see that. That was a mess. So I don't know. And Brooke and Marcus was gone. We didn't have Brooke there to keep the bullshit going. So I don't know.
Brooke kept doing this the whole season.
Yeah, he was stirring the pot the whole season.
Fuck out that damn pot, bitch.
Brooke was messy
as hell. Okay. But I will say that Love and Hip Hop Miami, I know its last season was actually pretty good. Their last season, the last season that they had.
I do not remember last season.
That season, the season they brought, they had Jocelyn on there for 2 minutes, and Prima Donna was on there.
Mm.
It was actually pretty good. That was their only good season. Now,
What
see for
happened to
New York,
Masika?
Masika left after season 4. She left.
Oh, and you know, child, Zell Swag doing OnlyFans now, child.
Oh, he gonna Zell Swear gonna be on Basketball Wives this upcoming season, child.
Oh, he is.
As what?
With Malaysia, he's gonna be Malaysia's friend because, from what I hear, half the cast ain't fucking with her.
Oh, they not.
No, because Evelyn is not coming back.
Right.
Kristen's not coming back.
Right.
OG's not coming back because OG did not renew her contract, so she's not coming back.
Oh, they offered her one.
Febreze, yeah, they offered her one, but she didn't renew it. She's gone. Febreze ain't coming back either. Febreze, aka Phoebe, she won't be coming back either. So I don't know if you know, Ronnie, but they brought back a lot of the LA girls for this new season.
I
The
know.
LA
I know.
girls.
I heard Brandy was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Brandy, British.
British.
Brooke Bailey is coming back. Angel Brinks is coming back, and Duffy is coming back.
Mhm.
Now I know Jackie and Malaysia coming back, but the only issue I got is why are those twins from last season coming back?
What twins?
Those two
Oh,
twins that was on there, why they coming back? Like why? I'm trying to understand it. Like why? But I heard Brooke Bailey got beef with them too, so I'm trying to understand. Like,
oh, she does.
and Brandy and Malaysia aren't friends anymore, so I'm ready. They trying to get me to tune back in. That's what they're trying to do. Okay.
I don't know a lot about Brooke Bailey. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about Brooke Bailey. But wasn't she on? Was she on LA or Miami?
Yeah, she was on LA.
LA. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Cause she was only on there for like one season and she left, and I think she beat up Jackie or something like that, but they just didn't show the fight.
She did beat up
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah, they didn't show that fight, but they cut it, and we saw Jackie hair looking.
Yeah, she beat up Jack.
Now for the last hot topic of the night, we should already know what this is gonna be. We got the
Bye.
dummy in the building. The dummy in the building. Okay. Not only do we have the dummy in the building, but we also got the Get Fresh crew that's supporting him. And what I mean by the Get Fresh crew, we got Tory Lane supporting him. We got what's his name? Boosie Lil Boosie supporting him. We got T.I. supporting him. And we have some unknown ass rapper by the name of Trouble who went on the neighborhood talk about the bust of blood vessel defending him. We also got him supporting him. And I think Queen Naija said something in support of him. And Kim Burrell actually followed him on Instagram after those homophobic comments that he made. Okay. And everybody was gonna drag her by
Yes.
everything she got. So,
I mean,
what you say, Jamal?
nothing. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Why does this Kim, if you really want to know, from what somebody told me, allegedly, Kim Burrell ex-husband is one of the kids, and that's why I heard that she really got a problem with the girls.
Well,
Now, I don't know how true
yeah,
that is. Allegedly, they say her ex-husband, if she was married,
I mean, you were married
one
to
of the
that.
kids.
Wouldn't you want some dick too?
Huh?
You were married to that. Wouldn't you want some dick too?
I can't stand Kim Burrell. She makes me so sick. And one of the guys I used to talk to was real cool with.
Girl, I'm so.
Listen.
There's Kim.
Listen.
I read this like when that whole thing with Kim Burrell came out when she was saying all that whole speech. I'll never forget. Somebody tweeted that Kim Burrell is shaped like the Krusty Krab. I was never the same. I was never the same.
Jamar. Oh, listen. So we know that the dummy has been a trending topic for the last week. Okay, everybody's been talking about it. I'm kind of tired of talking about him. I'm tired of dragging him. I'm tired of raising my voice. I'm tired of all of it. But of course, it wouldn't be us if we didn't talk about it. Now, not just to make a long story short, as we already know, he performed at a super spreader event talking talking about if you ain't out in the parking lot sucking dick, put your phone in the air. If you ain't got HIV/AIDS, put your phone in the air, and all this other bullshit he said. And then it went viral, and everybody had a lot to say. And then he gave two different apologies. He gave one apology where it was like, okay, goddamn, I'm sorry. Here you go. That was the first apology he gave. But the second apology, his fucking publicist probably wrote that because I know his ignorant ass didn't say none of that shit in that damn apology. I just know he did. And then you got T.I., the one that's in court right now for allegedly assaulting and drugging women. He spoke out against him and brought Lil Nas X's name into the shit. Tory Lane spoke out for the baby. This unknown ass rapper Trouble, who we don't know, spoke out for him. And of course, Lil Boosie was going to speak up for him because we all know that no one knows about dick like he knows dick. Because that's all he wants to talk about is dick. You know, that's all he talks about. I've never seen someone that always got something to say when it comes down to some gay shit. Boosie, just come out the closet.
Because it's like you talk about it more than
Like, you talk about it more than what we don't even talk about it. Here at Boys Night Out, we don't talk about dick like that. Sometimes, but not all the time.
in the
Lil
first segment.
Boosie would fit right in over here at the Boys Night Out. He would fit right on in because he's just as much just as queer as we are, so he'll fit in quite well. But what's really killing me about this is this right here. The people that's supporting the baby. You know what I mean? It's like they saying shit like it's freedom of speech. We're trying to take his speech away from him. It's the gay agenda. We're trying to force Lil Nas down everybody's back, down everybody's throat, which I don't know how Lil Nas even came into the conversation because he had nothing to do with it. Then we're saying that we're trying to bring the black man down. That's all we ever try to do is bring down a black man. So my thing is, yes, the baby is a black man. So is Lil Nas. But y'all attack him at any given moment, and he's a black man. But the difference is he black and he gay too, and we know that you don't give a fuck about people. And then people come out and say that why is the baby getting canceled now after punching a black woman in the face? Um, he wasn't canceled, but now that he says something about the LGBT community, he's now getting canceled. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna allow everybody else to go. First of all, because I know we're gonna play hot potato with everybody's wig up here, because it's like you got the baby, you got the Get Fresh crew going up for him too. So here's the thing: I feel like this, and I said this in my video, one of my videos I did this week, and a lot of women were upset with me because I said that. But I feel like the reason why the baby wasn't canceled for hitting a black woman in her face is because black women still support him. How was he going to get canceled and they still support him? It's kind of like what Erica De Niro said, because I watched her video yesterday when I was on my way to Zaxby's for lunch. Yes, I love Zaxby's, y'all. Oh, God, I could take a plate for Zaxby's right now. But she was saying that black people are homophobic. They don't care about gay people, they don't care about trans people, and they don't care about black women. And I could not agree more with her. I just could not agree more with her. A lot of the stuff that she said was facts. I can understand why black women would be upset because no one really stood up for them. But just like Erica De Niro said, it's not just black people that's in the LGBT community. You got white people in the LGBT community too. And it's like when Elton John brought his ass out and said something, we knew it was over. We knew. Because he came out and said something. So it's like, you can't be upset about it, but at the same time, I understand why you're upset. I just feel like this. Because even looking in the comments in the shade room and the neighborhood talk, you still got women that's in the comments supporting him. Oh, they trying to take down a black man. We need to stand by the black man. We need to do this. We need to do that. Lil Nas X is a black man, and no one is standing beside him but queer black men. So I'm gonna let y'all go on with that because Terrence said his internet is acting up, and he'll be back in a moment. But I'm gonna let Rodney go, and then I'm gonna let Jamar go ahead too. Y'all can pick up where I left off on that.
I think the first thing, the reason why people don't care about Lil Nas X is because he's gay. I think a lot of black people say that. I hear a lot of black people say, "Oh, you're black before you're gay." I don't necessarily agree with that because I was born black and gay. I came into this world as Rodney, gay and black at the same time. However, if people really believe that you're black before you're gay, then my gayness shouldn't matter. But because Lil Nas X is gay, you put his sexuality before his blackness. So that's one thing. The second thing is, when it comes to homosexuality, as much as I hate to say this, because a lot of black women actually support my channel, but black women will turn into the Clover cheerleading squad in a heartbeat. When I tell you they will be in unison when it has something to do with speaking out against LGBTQ. When DaBaby was out here slapping that black woman, embarrassing those little black kids, the black men that had a little bit of power, from Bootsy to T.I. to anybody else, they didn't stand up and say shit for y'all.
Not at all.
They didn't say shit. And y'all still supported them. But now, when it has to do with Lil Nas X or these comments or anything that's about the gay community, girl, they will come out in droves to speak up. I understand that, yes, DaBaby should have been counseled after he slapped that black woman. He wasn't. Why wasn't he? How many people came up and spoke out and said, oh, did T.I. come out and say, DaBaby, nigga, you wrong for putting your hands on that woman? Did Tory Lanez come out and say something? Did Boosie come out and say something? All these black men who y'all say are the leaders and protect black women, did they come out and say anything? So now DaBaby make these homophobic comments, these misogynistic comments, and now he's starting to literally get canceled. And it's, oh, he should have been canceled a long time ago. Yes, he should have been. But you ought to just be satisfied that now he's getting his day in court. Regardless of how we got here, we're here now. You're so mad at the fact that he's being canceled because he said something that was homophobic or misogynistic instead of just being satisfied that, oh, the nigga got his day.
I agree.
I can say for right now, child. I'm talking too much.
Go ahead, Jamar, because I know you had a lot to say on social media, and I was waiting for you to come up here and say something today.
And because of that, I'm already exhausted. But I'll give the the short version. None of this makes any sense. It was already strange enough to be at a concert and say something so specifically targeted. Like, it sounded so strange. He's like, if you put your hands in there, if you ain't got HIV and you're going to die in 2-3 weeks and you're going to fall out on a Thursday at 3:12 p.m. What? That sounded so... And even like when he tried to get like, if your pussy smell like water, since when has that been a thing? Was that ever a thing? Did y'all ever want y'all pussy to smell like water? It was just strange, period. And when bringing Lil Nas X into it, it's like, well, Lil Nas X can say what he want to say and have this whole gay agenda. I mean, like Rodney said, y'all say, "Oh, we're black before we're gay," but then you put his gayness at the forefront when you want to use it as an attack. That's one. Then two, Lil Nas X never intentionally tried to offend anybody.
At all.
He was just living in his truth, doing what he expressing his art. He was never offensive to any group of people. Now, if you chose to be offended, that's you. Because he never said anything offensive or said about any particular group of people. Whereas Lil Nas, not Lil Nas X, but the baby, not only was he spewing, it was just uninformed ignorance. Like HIV and AIDS hasn't been something to kill people in 2 or 3 weeks since the 90s.
Now COVID-19 will, if you want to know the truth, all y'all black asses in that goddamn concert. Now y'all probably gonna die in 2 or 3 weeks before the person who got HIV and AIDS. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're right, but I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? Like, it's just very, very frustrating. Why straight men are so obsessed with gay men, whether or not they sucking dick in the parking lot, I will never know.
Because they're probably the ones that's getting their dick sucked in the parking lot.
Why is this kept?
There could be 2 motherfuckers sucking dick in a Arby's parking lot right now in North Carolina. How does that affect you in California?
And see, that's the thing that be killing me is that y'all like they be so quick. They be so quick to stick up on some gay shit. Oh, they be so quick. Oh Lord, oh my God, this is in front of it. Like, my thing is Boosie. You talking about you forcing this on these kids, man. You forcing this on these, but you forced your sons and nephew. Do I need to go there?
I never let's talk about the gay agenda. Girl, if we even pick up a pink toy or a doll by accident, what do you
Right.
call that? What do you call it?
You know what I'm saying? Like Boosie talking about the kid, like that's the thing. Boosie keep talking about the kids, but you sit up there and you got on Instagram Live and you brag about how you paid a woman to give your son, who was 12 and 13, and your nephews head, and you said it on live,
Like you were
like it
just
was
so
so, like you so proud. They train. Don't be surprised if one of your daughters come around. If your daughter's coming around, they gonna get fucked. They just gonna get fucked. Like he all proud about it. So you trained your son to fuck teenage girls and stuff like that, but what else did you teach him? That's all you taught him to do is to fuck. That's it.
straight men are weird. Black cis
Very
straight
weird.
are very strange.
Very weird. Very
Yeah,
weird.
it's
I hate to say this, but it's not. I've started to realize this that it's just not black men. It's black women too. Like when it comes to homosexuality, like I said, baby, they will come out like it is the Million Man March. Like it is the weirdest, strangest thing to me. I just
you
and
said
then when you
it.
huh?
You said it, not me. I said you
And
said
then
it, not me. I ain't
when
saying
you
it.
look
You said
at the black men that are speaking out and how much support they receive, like you literally have Boosie who had his children violated. You have T.I. who had his daughter's hymen checked, who sat on the beach and praised his 13, 14-year-old son. You have Tory Lanez who allegedly shot a woman in the feet, right? So and then when you see the support that they receive.
yeah, I like
It's
that
not
shit
all. It's
really
not all
kills
straight
me.
men, but there
Yeah,
are
yeah,
too many. There are too
it's
many
way
black men and women who would rather their sons,
too.
specifically the sons, be a serial killer before them being a homosexual.
I think
That's the
it's the
thing that kills. That's the thing that kills me. My youngest brother is 21 years old, and I remember him posting. I think he screenshot something that was in like a group message of his with him and his friends, and I think they said, "Would you rather have a son that sells drugs or a son that's gay?" And my brother responded with, "I'd rather have a gay son than to have a son that sells drugs or whatever. And they was like, really? Like, why would you say something like that? And he was like, because my oldest brother is gay and he's my favorite sibling. So being gay has nothing to do with anything. Why would I choose a drug dealer as a son before I choose someone that's gay as my son? Like, I'd rather them be gay than be a drug dealer.
You can,
And that's my brother. He was 19 when he said that.
and it's like you can have somebody who's a drug dealer in and out of jail, always having to get back on their feet, but you can have someone who's gay with a 401k, great car, great job, insurance, taking independent. But you know what? All that out the window. We don't care about your independence. We don't care about your lifestyle. We don't care about none of that. You gay, you are less than. You are less than this hobo on the street selling ass because he get bitches. He get bitches though.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Like, that's all they care about. That's all they care about. That is
No,
all they care about is the fact that they bitches. That's all they care about. Oh, he get bitches, you know. Mm-hmm. Like, that's something to brag on. Really? Or even with, okay, just like what Rodney said about how black women were supporting it. That's just like when K Michelle first came on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and she said that Myth Hicks put his hands on her. A lot of them was defending him, said she was lying up until it came out that he was abusive towards Toya. And we saw that on national TV. So it's like a lot, and let me make sure that I make this plain. I'm not talking about all black women, because when you say black women that get offended, it's not all black women. But some black women can be very male identified. They can be very male identified. Like they will stand up, and they would stand up for a man. Like if a man gets shot by a white police officer, they would stand up for them. Not too many black men are gonna stand up for a black woman who got gunned down. They won't ever step up to the plate for them. But black women are their protectors. You know what I mean? Like, for example, for me, I feel like I protect a black woman before a straight man would. I remember my friend was on Facebook and this dude kept on harassing her. Like he was sexually harassing her on Facebook and I defended her. I said, leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave her alone. Like, she don't want to fuck you. She know that you on the down low anyway. So why you trying to like leave her alone? You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck on. And you know, nobody else would do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's been many instances where I've stood up for um for other women. Like when I see them being verbally attacked by a man or a man trying to put hands on them, I immediately go to the defense only because of the fact that I grew up in a house with domestic violence. My ex stepfather was abusive to my mama for most of my life, so it is in my brain when I see a man coming at a woman a certain type of way. I can't take that shit. You know what I mean? So it's crazy to me when you see these toxic ass black men that sit up and want to go against Lil. I don't know why they so mad at Lil Nas X. Is it because this whole hip hop game is supposed to be a man's macho thing, and you got this little queen going number one on the charts, and I'm not?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
that's
what it
it.
is? Like, you think so?
Yes. I think they think that Little Nas X is now coming into their territory. Like they're not gonna say nothing about Saucy Santana because Saucy Santana is not mainstream like Lil Nas X. Like Lil Nas X
Hmm.
is performing at the award shows. He's kissing boys on stage. His songs are going number one. Like now they feel like Lil Nas X is threatening what we have going on. So it's one now, mind you, it's one gay guy who's now mainstream compared to how many they say they straight rappers, right? So this one little boy, this one man has now made you feel like, oh my God, you trying to take over. Y'all trying to take over. I don't know. You know, I do want to say this, and this, I'm just like, when I say stuff like this, I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for Jamal or Scotty. When I say that this is just what I think. Again, when it comes to homosexuality, I think that the majority of Black men and Black women are very much homophobic. And I get that information when I can go on to the Shade Room, On Site, Hollywood Unlocked, even the Neighborhood Talk, and I'm clicking on your profile and I'm seeing that you are a Black man or a Black woman and you are agreeing with Boosie, when you are agreeing with T.I., the majority of the comments.
But see, when you
The
say
majority
that,
of the comments.
see, when you say that though, because I said that in my video, because when Azalea Banks said the same thing, when you say that, they get mad. They take it
Because the
personally.
thing is, nobody wants to be called a homophobic. Like white people don't want to be called racist. That's why they say, "Oh, we're white." What is it? What do they call them? White supremacist. No, you're racist. Like nobody wants to be called homophobic. That's why they say. That's why when you call somebody homophobic, the first thing they say is, I'm not afraid of no gay people."
That's not the same.
I'm
It's not
not
about
afraid
you
of
being
gay
afraid.
people.
Like they so stupid. It's not about you being afraid of gay people. It's not about that. You're discriminating against someone because they are gay. It has nothing to do with you being afraid of them.
And that, my dear,
When
makes you.
yes, it does. Like, let's not be stupid. You know what I mean? Like they try to find any reason to defend their homophobia. Like they try to find any reason to defend it. Or it's y'all trying to force it down our throats. Bitch, y'all saw one gay character on Empire and y'all swore up and down we was forcing it down your throat.
Not like there's 10 other heterosexual people, but there's one person.
One gay person.
We can literally probably name. We can probably name the shows or the gay scenes that we've seen on television right now, and we will probably need until the end of time to. When you compare that to the straight shows or the straight scenes, it's like, what are y'all even upset about? Y'all saw two boys kiss on TV 4 or 5 times, and now we trying to take over.
Oh, but it's not a problem when two women do it. It's not an issue when two women do it. And see, when we say that it's not an issue when two women do it, people get upset about that. I'm not trying to take away from anybody's struggle because I'm not a Black gay woman, so I cannot speak on y'all. I can only speak on us, and I can only speak on the things that I've witnessed in my life. When two gay women kiss, these Black men have no issue with it.
Because they think that they're going to
But
participate.
yeah,
When they see two women kiss, they think that, ooh, I got a chance to knock them both down, right? They think that it's something at the end of the rainbow. It's a pot of gold for me. That's what they think. That's why they don't have a problem, because they just looking at it as, oh, I'm probably gonna tag both of them.
But you know what, Roddy? Another thing is too, Lil Boosie the main one speaking out against this shit, talking about in 10 years folks ain't gonna be straight. But bitch, you got a song called They Dyking and two red bones kissing in the back seat. Two red bones kissing. You got a song about two red bones kissing in the back seat, but you want to sit up here and complain about Lil Nas X talking about if you was on stage with him, you would beat his ass off the stage. As if
And I
you'll
hope
be
the
on
insecurity
anybody's
snatch
stage.
his ass down. I'm sorry.
As if he'll be on anybody's stage, number one. Whose stage on?
First of all, you're not getting an invite. That's the first thing. You're not getting an invite. So you're not snatching anybody down, Lil Boosie.
Period. Like, period. Someone said, "Are you guys gonna mention I Am Zoe?" So this, what he do?
Oh, girl, fuck her.
Oh, girl, the one who met
She
the
in
one,
the place, child. She in the sunken place, girl. Let her
baby, stunking.
let her stay where she at.
What happened?
I don't have the strength. Rodney, do you have the strength? Because I don't have the strength.
What happened? I'm so lost because I don't follow him. I just know that he
I don't
like
follow him
Trey.
either. He's just he's confused. He is.
That's the best way. That's the best adjective to describe him.
He's confused. He is very much. He's just confused, baby. The baby is confused.
Is he a pygmy?
He said some shit like, "I don't date gay men. I only date straight men."
Then he even had a conversation with T.I. a few days ago on live. I saw that clip. Like, girl.
You don't date gay men, you date straight men. Then they ain't straight.
That's what I said. And no tea, no shade, I am so. Like, we all got a little switch down river. But if M Man was walking down the street with you, I am so, everybody gonna think that both of y'all are one of y'all. There go the kids. You're not walking with a straight man who identifies as DL. You're not. A man who is down low is not going out in public with I am so.
Period.
They may not even go in the bedroom with you quiet as his cat.
There you go.
You know what? I'm so done.
So I don't know where I am so get this whole thing about, oh, I only date straight men. No, you probably smash straight men from midnight to 2, and you gotta leave before the sun come up because they don't want nobody seeing you walk out their house. But other than that, you're not going out in public. You're not dating these men.
And they happy
with that. Can we normalize not normalize Trey not being the gay man's fantasy anymore? Because because this takes me back to when I was 21 years old. Like, that's all I wanted was Trey. Oh, I want a nigga that carry a gun in the car. That's all I liked.
Why y'all be trying to live these hood fantasies? I don't understand that. Why y'all be trying to live these hood ass fantasies, man?
I don't know. Give me an old Bush Queen. Give me an old Queen any day of the week. I'm not fooling with no trade. They take your debit card. They take your time card. No.
Listen, Rodney. We did a fuck, marry, kill one. I don't know if it was the last show we did, because we do this every 2 weeks. So I don't know if it was the last show that we did or the one before that, but we had a fuck, marry, kill that I chose, and I think it was Ludacris, Nelly, and The Game, and I was the only one. I was the only one that said, I was like, I know I'm gonna get stoned for this, but I'll marry The Game. That's what I said. Now, and I said that. that's what I was saying, because I know back in the day that would have been the main one I would be going after. I used to love guys like The Game. Oh my God. And plus they were the main ones that would try to holler at me all the time. Like them type would always try to holler at me. If they'll ride around with guns and shit in their car, they'll all that other stuff, they make you feel all protected and stuff, and they more bitch than you.
For some reason, honestly speaking, I think that is a big thing in the community. Like, from what I think, like Trey being with like this, that's the kid's dream. Like, it's big. Like, people like, that's not my tea. That ain't never been my tea. Like,
listen, that used, like, my early 20s, I used to love that shit. But then I grew sick of it. I'm like, I told my cousin, I said, I'm tired of only seeing him at night.
Knock on the door 3 times.
Right.
I had a Christmas coming on December 28th.
Like, why I can't see him? Like, why I can't see him in the morning? Why I only gotta see him at night? Or one time I was like, I'm tired of not being dropped off at home. He got to drop me off at the corner, and then I walk home because he don't want nobody to see him.
how they do. That's how they do. That's how they do.
Or
That's how
another
they
thing,
do.
if they do come to my house, I'm tired of getting in the car with them and they damn they already set their light in the car to be off. So when nobody see them, they don't want their light to be on when
Oh,
when you walk
child.
in and talk with them. I'm like, I'm tired of it. You know, like why I can't be with them in the daytime? Why I gotta be with them at night? Or even if we are together in the daytime and we walking through the mall, why gotta I walk on the other side so won't nobody notice us walking in together? Like why we gotta act like we're not in the same, you know, why I got to, that shit was very tiring. I got sick of this shit and I stopped doing it.
I
And to
like
this
the
day, Trade still try to talk to me at the age of 32, and I'd be like, I'm not with it. I'm not with this shit. Like, I'm not doing
yeah.
it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I ain't
and
doing
not to I just always like, especially now, I feel like because they're so secretive and not secure in their sexuality, that some of these men will kill you before they are
it.
found
They
out.
will.
Like they will
They
kill
will.
you before they let the girls know that I like the boys. And then the real gag is at the end of the day, when your black ass go to prison, we gonna see in the newspaper that you was one of the kids anyway. So now you're doing 15 to 20 because you didn't want nobody to find out you gay. But at the end of the day, guess what? We still found out that you were gay.
I mean, it takes so much more energy to hide, lie, scam, do all this shit to hide the truth than it is just to live in it. It's so much easier.
Right.
Your mental health will be so much better than you having all this anxiety, looking over your shoulder, who's in my phone, who can see me right now, where am I at? Is people gonna think something about girl? Who wants to live?
Listen, I'm gonna tell. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. And make this short. And this is a typical trade story. Typical in a relationship with a with a 26-year-old DL man, and I'm 21 years old. I just lost my virginity the year before, so I'm still fresh in the game. Yes, y'all, I ain't lose my virginity until I was 20 years old. I felt like I was lame as motherfucker. However, I was 21 and I was dating this guy and he was 26 and he was definitely on the down low. Um, he hit me up on Facebook. That's where I used to meet all my men at. Like I ain't never met no men on Jack, Grindr, none of that shit. I always met their on Facebook. Listen, I've never had a Grindr. I've never had a Jack. I don't judge
No
nobody who
GC.
do, but I ain't never had that.
Girl, she's still
Facebook was
hers on her phone right now.
listen, okay.
Hey y'all.
So I dated this man, and I remember the first night I was with him. I got in the car with him. His light wouldn't come on, and the first question I asked was, "Why your light don't come on? Is your light blown out?" No, got it off. Okay. Every time I would see him, he'll wait till maybe like 8 o'clock to come pick me up. We always riding around in the dark all the time. We ain't going out to eat nowhere. We just going to his house. He'll cook for me at his house. That's it. Um, and then it's like he was having a good time with the shit. Like long as we wasn't seen with each other, he was fine with that. And I was scared too at the same time because he had a gun in his car. And I'm like, oh my God, what if he decide to get mad one day and just kill my ass? Like, you know, and what's crazy about it was the entire time he was talking to me, he was talking to a girl that was hanging out with me. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Like, this was 2010, so that's when LimeWire and shit was still out. I was making these girl CDs, mix CDs and shit like that, getting them ready for the club and stuff, that type of stuff. So I was making her CDs and stuff. She was hanging out with me and my cousin, and my cousin called me and told me that he was fucking with that girl. I'm like, are you for real? And he was like, yeah, he fucking with her. I'm like, oh my God. So of course I'm pissed off. Now the girl finds out. The girl is telling my cousin's best friend that she thinks he's gay. My cousin's best friend already know that he gay because she know that he was talking to me. So she was like, I think he's gay. I really believe he gay. My cousin best friend said he is gay. And then she was like, how you know who he talking to? She said, he talking to Scotty. Oh, that was the end of that shit. So she must have made a Facebook post about download niggas need to stop texting her phone. But who got blamed for it? He blamed me for it. He said I'm the reason why he got put on blast, and the girl put him on blast. I didn't say a word. I didn't put him on blast. She did. But it's not my fault that you was trying to play games. Like you was trying to play with me and you was trying to play with her. You know what I mean? But the crazy thing about it, and you probably gonna laugh, Rodney, when I say this, but the crazy thing about this whole situation is that 2 years prior to me meeting this man, I actually was talking to his young, one of his younger brothers, and didn't know that they were brothers. But when I found out, when I found out that I used to talk to his brother, I told him, I said, "That's your brother?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh." He was like, "What is it?" I said, "Well, 2 years ago when I was in college, I used to talk to him. Did y'all
Did he
have
know that
sex?"
his brother? Did he know that his brother?
He knew that his brother was gay. He
Oh,
knew.
he did. Okay.
He knew that his brother was gay, but he didn't know about me. He didn't know I used to talk.
Okay.
So, because he was constantly mentioning the name or something like that. He was mentioning the name. I said, "Who is this?" And then he was like, "That's my brother." And I'm like, "Okay, is that your brother or that's your brother?"
Okay.
He said,
Like I have the same
said,
bloodline.
"Yes, yeah, we got the same mom and dad." Um, I said, I used to talk to y'all. I said no.
I'm gonna take you back to 2007. You ready? On Facebook, do y'all remember the Honesty Box?
Yes, I remember that. I remember that.
Baby, all that the Honesty Box ended up being was to find out whether who was sucking who and when and why. And as when
Exactly.
everybody took off their gender off of their page so that they would show up gray in Honesty Box, and you don't know if it was a dude or a girl asking you the question. Girl, every time there was this guy. There's like one of my close. The guy that came onto the best friend episode with us, Scotty, when you brought yours on,
Mm-hmm.
the straight best friend. Him and I during the Honesty Box era, at least once or twice a day. Are you and Jamar dating? Are you gay? This, that, and the fourth. It's just like, why was that such a fascination? Like, okay, if you say yes, we are. Now what?
Yeah, it was so fascinating.
Now what?
Like
What happens?
when a gay guy and a straight guy are close friends, they swear you fucking them. Like they swear you fucking him. And the sad part is, I'd be like, I wish I was fucking him, but I'm not. But
Y'all be
I'm
wishing like,
not.
oh, I swear that fucking like I wish we were.
Period.
No, that's all I'm saying. Like y'all giving me too much credit. I'm not fucking him. Now, do I wish I was fucking him? Yes, but I'm not fucking him. I'm not.
Okay.
Like, come on now. So no, the DL shit I can't because they don't want to be seen with you, but then they insecure as fuck. They want to know exactly where you at, what you're doing. It no, like no, I would never like be in a serious relationship with somebody that's down. And it's been 11 years. That boy still be trying to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to your brother either.
Okay.
Y'all still up here.
Like no, ever. Like seriously. Oh, Terrence is back.
I'm sorry, y'all. My damn internet, I'm going to cuss Verizon out. I'm going to lay them out tomorrow. Don't worry about it. My internet was acting stupid. Don't worry about it. I'm going to cuss them hoes out tomorrow. I got it.
Well, we was talking about the baby little Boosie T.I. and these other folks, but we started talking about DL me and all this other stuff. So I guess since we
Oh well,
started
y'all
talking
can
about this,
stay
let's
in
go
that
like
lane. I don't want to talk about backdoor booty buster badass. I don't want to talk about the queen.
Yes,
We can move on from her. We can move on
that's
from that,
what
and we
I'm
can
saying.
stay on y'all topic. But I'm not dealing with her. I ain't dealing with her. She's
So this
late. I'm not dealing
so
with
this
her.
is so basically since we're just talking about gay shit anyway, we could just go into queer connections pretty much. That's what this is. So at the end of the day, I would never ever like seriously date a DL dude ever again. And it'd be so many DLs that be want to talk to me, and I'd be like, I love my life. That's what I tell them every time. I love my life. I can't talk
I
about
would
it.
even
I
be
love my
scared
life.
to have sex with somebody who's DL. Just for the simple fact, if somebody found out that we had sex, I don't know what you would do. Like, I think about stuff like
Right.
that. Like, I'm always thinking about, like, okay, if I have sex with this man who's not out the closet, if somebody finds out that we had sex, what you gonna do to me? So, that's okay.
Exactly. So since we're into queer
Listen,
connections, I got some questions. Go
all
ahead,
of my
Ted.
first relationships was with DL men. It wasn't that bad for me at the time because I was in college. You know, I was young. I was coming out my damn self, so I preferred DL guys because I wasn't all the way, as like I am now. You know what I'm saying? So I never really had the issue with the DL men. I think my mind only changed around the time I was about 23, like right when I graduated college and got in my career and stuff like that. It was like, child, I ain't got time for that. Like, I know who I am. I don't want to do that no more. And then that's when I started being with guys that were open and didn't give a damn and yah, yah, yah. And I was fine with that because at that time, that was the place I was at. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that happens when you're in your early 20s and your teens, like this shit. Because it's a, listen, it was one dude. I think I was 29 at that point. So this was like maybe 3 years ago. I used to be friends with this girl, right? I used to hang out with her. And she had this baby daddy. She used to be beating on him all the time. Just always like kick him and spit on him, all types of shit she would do to him. And one night I was at her birthday party that she had at her house, and I felt like he was staring at me the whole night, and I was just weirded out by that. And me and her had fallen out maybe 2 months later when she fell out with me. And after she fell out with me, she was calling me all types of fags and all this other stuff. But little did you know, her man was in my inbox trying to sleep with me the whole time. Now, I thought it was funny because you calling me all these names, but your man trying to get some. And he was begging for it too.
did you
And I
give it
wouldn't
to
give
him?
it to him.
Why?
I did not give it to him.
Why?
He's a bum. He's a bum. Um, he wanted us to go to a hotel and he wanted me to pay for it. No. Mm-mm. You want to
No.
fuck with me?
Bitch. I wish, girl, please. I wish I would
And
give
the
I
you.
mean, I
hotel,
don't know.
no, and in the hotel he wanted to go to the damn Super 8. You could at least said the La Quinta. Why the Super 8?
Okay.
Not the
A
LaQuinta.
Holiday Inn Express or something.
Listen,
Right,
y'all know how
I'm
petty I am. I'd have fucked them. I'd have fucked them and took all type of pictures with them. So since I'm all type of F bombs, what that make your man?
And recorded it
Now I'd be
too.
wrong if I spread this over the internet and it wouldn't. I'd be fucked up if I did that, right? See, that's what I would have
But
did
see,
to her.
I didn't want to do her like that because I felt like it'll be fake of me to be fucking on her man, knowing I was friends with her, even though she was calling me all these names. But he ain't the type of dude that I would really want to fuck with anyway. Like he'll be one of those guys I meet at the club and I just give him my number and it's like, oh, he'll do. I ain't gonna
You
text him
gotta
no,
like
but
it. We
he'll
just
do.
being petty right now.
Yeah.
That's
And he
true.
only good for one thing. If he a bum, all he know how to do is fuck. You done got some good ass dick down to the Super 8 girl. The hell is you talk about? All he do is fuck, roll up and play the PlayStation 5. That's all he do all that.
Oh Jesus! And he was showing me pictures of his stuff, and it was big now.
See, oh, you a much better woman than I'll ever be because baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm petty.
Listen, I was not going to pay for no hotel room. I was not going to do that, bitch. You came for me. So if you coming for me, you pay for the room. I ain't paying for shit. Okay, that's what you got me fucked up. And then on top of that, not only was he trying to talk to people, he was trying to talk to my mama too.
Oh shit! Oh, he wanted to get around. He wanted you, the mama. Oh Lord, had your brother child. Dear God.
The thing was, I did not know this. My mama was hanging out with his auntie, and my mama said, "Why the fuck he sending me this emoji?" My mama is 56. She don't know what the fuck the eggplant emoji means. So she was like, "Why the fuck is
No, he didn't send that to mom.
Yes, he did. She said, "I said, you know what that is?" No, I said, let me make this plain to you. What do I have that you don't?
Okay.
She said, oh, and then I was just like, boom, there it go. So after I found that out, he was still trying to fuck after he was trying to talk to my damn mama. And then I sent him, I said, boy, wasn't you just in my mama inbox? Get the fuck out of my face. You can't try to fuck me.
Her twat must be rotten. Her twat must be rotten. He going to everybody. Girl, take your pussy. You running around here worried about the wrong shit. Because he want to hunch on me, my mama, Lord knows who else around here.
Listen, and that's not the only one that tried that. It was another. Let me tell you another story. See, let me tell you something. Ryder getting his life out this messy ass shit. I see it all in his face. He getting his life out this messy shit. But let me tell you something. It was another situation where it was another dude that was obviously on the deal. And it was last year around this time. I don't even think I told Terrence's story. I think I told Jamar's story. I think I told Jamar's story, but I didn't. I don't know if I told Chance's story. But it was this dude that I knew because of the fact that his brother was cutting my hair at one point in time, and so one of his other brothers is cool with me, and so I didn't think nothing of the situation because he used to hit me up all the time, and I didn't think nothing of it because I'm like, okay, his brother cut my hair. His other brother cool with me, so it ain't really nothing. He asked me if I was leaving the dentist, getting my grill done, and he asked me to come by his house for a second. I'm not thinking nothing of it, and I stopped by. And so when I walk in the house, I'm immediately scared when I walk in the house. So I stand by the kitchen door. Now let me tell y'all something about me. I'm normally not scared of shit. I'm always ready for the mess, always ready for the fight, all this other stuff. Even though I don't like the fight, I'm not really into the fighting shit anymore. But I'm really it is what it is. So he I stood at the kitchen door just in case he tried something so I can escape because I was scared at this point.
Boy.
So I stood at the door and he was like, "So, Scotty," I said, "Yeah." "So, I've been wanting to fuck with you for a long time now." And when he said that, I'm like, "You been wanting to do what for a long time?" "I've been wanting to fuck with you for a long time now. I've been wanting to fuck with you for years now." I'm like, "Huh?" Because I remember when I was 17, he had wrote me on Facebook and I didn't understand why, but he'll just make it, into another situation. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So the next thing you know, I'm thinking we're just talking, and the next thing you know, he turns around and his whole dick is out there. He pulls it out on me. And I'm just like,
and you did what?
Okay.
And you did what?
I said, I gotta go. He would not let me leave, and I got scared at this point because I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna break me. Like, oh my God, please let me go home. He said, if you're not gonna let me fuck you, could you at least suck my dick? I said, no, I can't do it. He was like, why you acting scared? Why you acting like you ain't never been with a man before? I said, It ain't got nothing to do with that. Can I please go home? Can I please go home? He wouldn't let me go home. He stood in front of the door, and I'm like, okay, what can I do to go home? So
Man,
he
who the fuck
asked
that?
me, if you're not gonna let me, he asked me to jack him off, so I did. And I went home after that.
Girl,
Because
I
he wouldn't let me
guess
go
I'll
home.
let you have that story.
I
I
listen.
mean,
So that's what it was, and
personally,
what I did
I say other stuff, but I mean, I'm take your
listen,
word for it, girl.
what I did not know was he was engaged at the time. This man got married 2 days after that happened. I did not know.
Child, the ghetto. Don't say you was friends with his fiance.
I don't know her.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know
I was
her.
about to say.
I didn't know he had a woman. That's the sad part. Like, I didn't even know he had a woman. So it was, I didn't know he had a woman. So my cousin told me that he was in her inbox and her daughter, and he was liking her daughter's pictures on Instagram. So when she told me that, I'm like, and then she showed me the picture. I said, he married. Then I look at the date that he got married. I said, oh my God, that happened 2 days before he got married.
Oh dear
Oh
God,
my God.
Scotty, you done got some started in the comments. People saying you done
What?
been me too, girl. They saying you done
Yeah.
been me too. You's a victim. Um,
Listen,
I ain't lying. Look at the comments. That's not okay. They ask you,
I
is you
see the
okay?
comments. I see the comments. But I was scared, y'all. I listen, I'm normally not scared of shit, but that right there scared the fuck out of me because I thought I was gonna die that day. And I felt like I said, why did I even come here? Like, what made me even come over here? Like, why did I come over here? That was the biggest mistake that I ever made. And after that, I said no. And he also tried to talk to my mama too. He
Maybe
got
it was his
mad.
approach. That's probably was his approach. That's how most DL dudes are. They approach the situation like that.
But
After a
you know
while, I got
what?
tired of that rough shit from the damn trade. I said, listen, nah.
But you know what? That's not the first time something like that happened to me. Because like when I worked at Dollar General a couple of years ago, I was showing this dude where the bathroom was, and then I went in the bathroom to use the bathroom, and he came behind me, grabbing on my ass, tried to make me go in the stall with him and all that stuff. He even tried. That dude was trying to rape me that day, and when I tried to tell my manager about it, he laughed. They think that shit funny. I'm like,
They don't
that's
believe
not
that
my
when it
work.
comes to men,
Yeah,
which
I
is
was
crazy to me.
yeah.
Like, nah, like hell no.
People need to
That
stop
that is
acting
really
like that can't happen to men because it can.
Mhm.
right. So that's
Like
like the second
niggas
time
get
that
raped
shit.
in jail every damn day.
They
Okay,
do. That
so stop
they
acting
still don't
like
think
that
that
shit
men
don't
get
happen.
assaulted. They don't think men get assaulted at all. They really don't,
Mhm.
cause they do. And like I did a
And
video
when a
about
man
that
get
incident.
raped, that's terrible. They ripping that man's inside.
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
No damn grief.
And then
Like
like
that's like, oh, I could not imagine.
oh.
I talked about that incident, that not the last incident, the more recent one, but I talked about the one that happened at my job, on not Facebook, on YouTube. I did a whole video about it one time, and everybody was saying he tried to rape you. He did. And I tried to tell them about it, and they just thought that shit was hilarious. They were like, "Well, why you didn't scream, bitch? I wasn't thinking about screaming. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of there. Are you serious? He turned the lights off and everything. I'm trying to get out of there. Are you serious?" So those were two scary ass moments, and I did not see that man again until maybe 9 months later. When I saw that man, I remember them brown eyes. I remember that hair. I took off. I did not
I'd
want
have
to see
beat
that man. I
that
ran.
nigga ass.
Baby, we would have turned
I'd
that
have
rest.
beat
Baby,
that
we would have
nigga
towed
ass.
that restroom up.
Do you
Girl, we
bet?
would
Do
have turned
you hear me, Rodney? I'd have told that nigga ass up limb from limb,
baby,
bitch.
all they would
I know you lying.
have been her boom,
Right.
boom, boom, baby, body
Right.
slamming
You better
everywhere.
believe it.
Listen, I didn't know how to take that because
I'll
I'd
be
never been in
screaming
that
down the
situation.
hall, just like Tupac said he did with Quincy Jones.
And see,
Oh,
people be saying, like I've told people about their story, and I told somebody about the last one that I told y'all about, the first one I told y'all about. They was like, well, in situations like that, sometimes you just gotta give in so they won't do nothing to you. The fuck? Give in. Okay. Okay, girl. All right. Okay, if that's what you think. Okay. Now, since we're in queer connections, let me ask y'all a question. When y'all at the barber shop, do y'all think that the dudes that be cutting our hair really be trying to rub they up against the in the nature? Because it happens way
Sometimes,
too much.
Yes.
sometimes, sometimes,
Because I'm like, I know you
sometimes.
put my hand on this rest, and I know you can feel it. You just sitting there just rubbing, going around in circles and shit. I know you feel that.
It hasn't happened to me. I'm sorry, I just told a lot. That happened when I was in college. This guy, I'm about to be real nasty. His name was James, and he was from Tennessee. And he used to cut everybody hair in the dormitory. I'm being real nasty. And he used to cut everybody hair in the dormitory. And I didn't realize I was a young girl then. I didn't really know, kind of green. And I used to always
Right.
think, why is his stuff always? And then I started hearing stories around the dorm that him and this one guy got into it because he was putting his thing on people's shoulders and stuff. But at the barbershop, it's never really happened to me. That only happened in college.
That's always been
Yeah,
a fantasy of mine. I wanted to fuck the hell out my barbers when I did
and
have it.
Baby, and James was fine. James
Okay.
Tennessee. I don't know if he's still
Yes.
fine, but that
Did you hear
motherfucker
me?
was fine as hell.
When I did have hair, when I was a little young girl, when I had hair, I did have hair. All of the barbers I had, I wanted to wrap my thighs around them. Every last one, especially Kato. Oh my God. Kato could still get it, girl. Oh Lord Jesus. Woo. He's still fine. After all these years, that man is fine. Do you hear me?
I be wondering, do they know what they're doing? Because like,
Please
it
brush
is
it up
really
on mine, Kato. I want him to do it so bad. I'm about to grow my hair again.
it happens every day of time. Okay, it happens every fucking time on my arm. I'd be like, oh my God, does he know?
Yes, come on, Kato. Rest it on my shoulder. Come on, Kato. That's what I'm talking about. That's my type of shit.
Come on now. Before we do end this, I do want, because I know Jamar gotta go. So and then we've been on here for over 2 hours. So before we go, I'm gonna allow people in the chat to ask us questions before we go. Okay, and I'm scared to answer some of y'all damn questions. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Cause y'all nosy.
Cause listen, y'all.
Okay, y'all know I don't do Q&A. The girls are nosy. The girls are nosy. I don't do Q&A, so ask me nothing. The answer is none of your goddamn business.
I'm telling you.
So if they ask me something I don't want to know, I'm not going to tell them their business.
Trey, I think I saw you in my comments. What you want to talk about with the encore, Trey? It was time. It was a chore. I'm glad that it's over with next week. Y'all have no idea how much of a chore it was for me to turn my TV to BET Her Wednesday night to watch that shit. I had to pry the shit. I think I just think it's the cast. I like the concept. I just feel like they didn't really choose the right mix of cast. I like the idea, but
somebody just.
I love the show.
I mean, it ain't bad. It's,
I don't know. He actually asked me.
Oh yeah, he was. Man. I remember that video.
Oh.
When I bring
yeah, when they are bringing in.
Me and Jamar both brought our straight friends on me and Jamar show The Prelude one time, and we were talking about gay friends, straight friend, friendships or whatever. And
they was fine too. Both of them. Let me tell you, both of them. Both of them was fine, girl. Both of them. I wanted both of them. Period.
I don't have a backup page. I think Terrence has one. I know Rodney was talking about he may do a backup page.
I'm about to make one because the girls are snatching shit down. Hello.
You better believe it. That's why I made mine. Gags with T. Okay, Gags with T. That's mine. Go to that.
Sure, they snatched mine. That's it.
Oh, no, I'm about to put it in the chat.
I understand it. Okay,
Because
so let me
then
check my Instagram.
Alex is
Yeah, but Alex got his page back though.
good.
I have a question, Nita. I just saw it, but I don't know what. I don't know exactly what. I don't know what you're asking me though. Let me see. Um, Here's another question. I can't go through all y'all questions because we got the godchild. When can we get another boys' night out lineup like this one? You know what? We had fun up here. It's really up to Roddy because we just really popped his panel cherry with this because
Come
he
on,
really
popping the
wasn't
pamper
with the
cherry.
One week.
yeah.
I would
He
definitely
really
come
wasn't with
back. I had fun.
yes. So
Yes, this was a lot of
I heard he
fun.
had fun. So yeah, so he might come back, child. So
I
he
will come
had
back. I
fun
will.
now. Um, yeah, you have. Hopefully next time everybody's here, so you can experience the whole experience with all five of us, because that'll be extra funny. Because Maddie
Right.
and his shit is funny. Okay. Um, what am I saying? Y'all, please come back. Okay. I guess. Oh, well, this is the last question. And it's: would you date out of your race?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
No.
I would.
Mm-mm.
I mean, shit. If the person treats you well, we get along great. We laugh. We have things in common. I don't see why not.
But it would have to be someone that understands the way that I speak. Like, I'm quick to say some stuff that makes I might say, ooh, white people get on my fucking nerve. Or I might say, ooh, Hispanics get on my fucking nerve. Or I might say the niggas get on my nerve. So I think that if you understand that if I
Right.
say white people get on my nerve and I'm dating a white guy, you need to just keep on watching TV. Oh, whatever we do. But I would definitely date outside my race. I will say this much. When Donald Trump, I know this sounds real crazy. When Donald Trump became president, I did especially with white men, not necessarily with like Hispanic men, but with white men, I started to really realize how that they were very entitled, as far as they felt some type of way if you did not respond to them, like especially like online. And I'm like, I never really realized that until it was the weirdest thing. So that's the only thing that really turned me. I would prefer someone that's black, but in my dating experience with some black men, it's just easier to date.
I just don't find many white men. I just don't find many white men attractive. I just don't. I just don't. I
And
don't know
I don't
why,
want
but
the
I just
peak peen. Okay. I'm about them. I don't want the peak peen. I don't. I don't want it to be pink and red all at the time. I don't like that. I
well, see,
don't know. I really don't like that. We
I don't have
friends. We
I don't
friends.
have any.
I love I love my Caucasian people. I love them all. I ain't got no problem with them. I love damn it, I love bitches that love me. I don't give damn what color you is. You love me, I love you too, bitch. But
Oh,
just
because
on
you.
a personal,
Well, I don't have any labels. I like everything. So I'm gay, but I like everything. I like peen. I like the other stuff too. I like everything. So I like whatever likes me.
Oh, you go trade every now and again?
You see it, don't it? With my hat to the back and all this other
You know
stuff.
what's
Like,
crazy? My best friend Mimi asked me, was me and you dating? I said, Scotty. I said, that's a whole woman, girl. What the hell is you talking about? What we gonna do? Buck buck? Oh. I said, that's my bitch. What you mean? Girl,
oh,
see?
this is what I be saying. This is what I be saying on my videos sometimes. I say I'm a bisexual man. When I say I'm a bisexual man, I'm not talking about I like men and women. What I mean is I like a masculine man, but I really love a feminine man too. Like the thing of it is I can date a masculine man, but I like to fuck around with femme guys. It's something about femme guys that I just love. Like I just
Well, since you on the topic, since you being honest, since you brought it up, when you are with the effeminate males, are you the dominant one, or are you know
I'm the dominant one when it comes
like
down
what?
to males. I'm the dominant one.
And this is just a question. It is no shade. Would y'all let a feminine guy top you?
I have.
I don't know. For me, I just, and it's no shade, but to me, I just feel like it's sis. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, I don't want sis climbing my back. I mean, it's
Jamar,
big or whatever, but nah,
but see, Jamar
you know what?
is a top. Jamar's a top. You may not know that, but he's a top. He's a
Oh,
top.
I know Jamar's the top. Jamar said he don't. That's exit only. Don't fuck with me like that. Don't do that,
You know
honey.
what?
Jamar made that
When,
very clear. Don't do that.
when me and Jamar first
No,
became
it's
friends,
just
I
a
did not.
personal thing for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm just wired differently. But to me, I would just feel like, no, this nonsense. We can't do that.
That's just your That's just your preference. That's just your preference.
Yeah, I don't want to make a sound no way. That's just the way, it's like, nah, no shade.
Look, next time
I
I
mean,
ride in his face,
maybe
Rodney,
like,
what's on your
why? What
mind,
you got to
Rodney?
say, Rodney? What you got to say, Rodney?
I'm listening. That's it. I'm just listening. That's it. I'm just listening.
Well,
I mean, listen, I feel like, it's an open forum. Why not ask the question? Maybe I'm the only one that feel that way. I just wanted to know.
Rodney is not letting us know what he is, and I'm not gonna ask him what he is. I'm just.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ask Rodney, but that's none of y'all business. Damn, I don't know. Maybe he got somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
I
mean?
will
Like,
say the majority of the guys that I have, I haven't had sex in a minute, but the majority of the guys that I used to have sex with, we've had sex for like 10, 8, 7. It's like it's been a long, you know what I'm saying? But once I got to a certain point, it was just I'm talking like a real bona fide hoe. I think the guys. But anyways.
Jamar, are you back?
For about 5 minutes.
We're about to end this. The reason why I ask you if you're back is because since Rodney is a guest here, I want you to ask the question that you normally ask when we're doing the prelude together. When you ask a person that we interviewed, how did they feel or whatever when they were up here, since he's a guest.
Well, let me shit you. I already kind of did. But we like to ask, as hosts of the show, did you have a good time? Do you feel like we did our job as the host of the show? Like, give us your feedback.
Oh, yeah, I did. I mean, that's really, I had a good time. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. I would actually come back. Like, it's a reason why, like, I think everybody on here has been, participated in panels before or other things on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to want to all the time back in the day, but then when I started seeing, like, the girls fall out, they get cool with you, then they still, a mad day, everybody making videos, feeling, But I was like, I felt comfortable enough to come over here based on person. You see what I'm saying?
Well, okay, well, I can understand that. No lie, I can understand that. I wouldn't hold that against you. Like, I definitely understand that. Because if that's all you see, then that's all you see.
It's not all that I saw. Like, I just remember once upon a time back in the day, like on YouTube, I used to think that it was like just flowers and unicorns. And I guess once I started making videos, I started to realize, like, oh, baby, the girls really, they really be beefing in these YouTube streets.
Well, I could say this, and I'm not the type that like to, like, constantly drill that into people's heads, but I will say that everybody on our Boys Night Out panel, like, as far as like the cast, like the 5 of us, we're all really friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In some kind of way, we're all really friends. Like, me and Jamar have known each other the longest. Me and Jamar been friends since maybe 2013, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Terrence have been friends for 2 years now. Me and Josiah have been friends for about a year. Maddie and Jamar are actually best friends, but the rest of us are building our own relationship with Maddie because of Jamar. So that's what makes our panel, a little different because we really are friends. And just like next week I'll be me and Josiah will be in Atlanta with Jamar next week. And Josiah and Maddie both, they're also in Houston. So, it's that's the difference. So like that's why we call it boys night, because we really are like boys for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what makes it um more organic, because we really are friends. Like outside of this shit, we really are friends. We talk outside this shit, especially me and this bitch here. We talking all the damn time. So it is what it is. So yeah. So when we invite people up here, we've had guests up here before you. Like we've had this guy named Stingy Curry up here. We've had Hershey Liqueur from I think they both gone now, so it's just us talking for the next few minutes before we end it. But we've had Hershey Liqueur up here from Chasing LA up here. We had House of Aaron up here, and it was somebody. We had that guy Get with Lou. I think he did like the pre-show for the Chasing LA reunion.
Okay.
So, we have like different guests to come up here from time to time just to chill out with us or whatever. Like I don't know if it's gonna be the next show, but maybe the show after that one, Missy Miles will be up here with us.
Okay.
And plus, me and Jamar go back with Miles, because Miles actually from the same place I'm from. So,
okay.
So that's why because at first everybody wanted you to come up here, and I was just like, I don't know if Ronnie would want to come up here. Then I was saying, we all childish compared to him. Like, he mature. We
I ain't
childish.
too mature.
It's just like, I'm like, I don't know how that'll work, because I was afraid that you wouldn't come. But, after they kind of spam me with it, I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking bite the bullet.
Right.
Because I don't want to force myself on nobody.
People have been mentioning me coming on to your show like for a minute now, and it never was anything like personal. It just was like it could be anybody. Like the answer was gonna be no.
Yeah,
and then I don't know, not to like, but it was the last. I don't want to say the name, but remember like a couple of months ago that YouTube page with all the people, they had like a big falling out.
Mm-hmm. You know what I know what you're talking about. We don't even have to say the name. I know exactly.
Right, and so that was the point. I was like, the girls is falling out. The girls is coming to each other neck. No. And that was the thing that kind of made me like, because I just couldn't understand how you could be cool with somebody and then like.
No, and I understand, but I'm not just saying it just because you up here, and I'm not just saying it just to be saying it, but it ain't nothing like that over here. Like, we real friends over here, so it'll never be nothing like that over here. And I just wanted to make sure when you came that you felt comfortable, because all I knew when we were talking in the DMs, all I knew is that you were saying you were nervous, you were scared. I'm like, yeah. And I was talking to Josiah, because Josiah was actually excited about doing it with you, but he couldn't do it today. Him nor Maddie could do it today. So everybody was excited about you coming up. And so it was like, I said, he's scared, y'all. We got to make him feel comfortable. They're like, what the fuck is scared? So and on top of that, like, I just want to make it clear, because I know Jamar and Terrence are pretty much gone at this point, because we're about to end it now. So I'm going to say this. And this ain't no bullshit. I'm gonna tell you like this. I keep it 100. If I don't fuck with you, I wouldn't dare have you on here. So let me make that clear. But like I told you when we first opened up the show, I've been watching you since 2018. Like, I've been watching you, and I even shouted you out back then when I first saw your videos. You didn't know who the hell I was back then. But I shouted you out back then, even back then. You know what I mean? Because for me, like, it doesn't matter if a YouTuber has less subscribers than me.
Right.
I would still work with them. I don't care. Like, and my whole point for doing panels anyway, like even on my other panel, my Housewives panel, like most of those people that were up there with me were smaller YouTubers. The only
Right.
one that was like a big YouTuber was Bundy
Right.
and
Right.
probably
Right.
Alex. Those were the only ones that were big. The other ones they were smaller. They were small. And
Right.
I purposely put them up there because I wanted other people to see them. Like people that would see them that would otherwise probably wouldn't see them if they wasn't up there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, and I always wanted to work with you because I thought you was funny. Even if we don't agree on certain things
Right.
that we talk about, I still enjoy you anyway.
Right.
Like I be in your lives, I send super chats. I be doing all that shit because I like you, and
Right.
I want to see you continue to move the fuck up. Like you got it. You got it. To me, you got it. Like you
Thank you. You
have.
know what's so crazy? I watched so many I don't know why I stopped, but like I said, I already knew who Jamar was, Terrence, what he was. Like I watched our videos, but I try to stay out the comment section because I don't know why. Like sometimes I think I let the negative side of YouTube get to me to the point. Yes, even James and Rocks and Bunny. I watch everybody's videos. I just stay out the comment section. Like even if it's something I will never say anything negative, even if I don't agree. But even if it's something that tickles me or makes me laugh, the only person I really get into the comment is probably Erica's from time to time.
Yeah.
I think I have been in James a couple of times, but for the most part, I knew who everybody was.
Yeah, because Erica, I've known Erica for years.
I was at the beginning when Erica first popped off on YouTube.
Yes,
I was the first subscriber, but I was.
Yes, listen, we've been following each other for a long damn time. I've been knowing who Erica is, for the longest time. I've been knowing who she is. So everybody, even when I did my what was it? It was a panel I did about colorism, I believe.
Oh yeah, with you.
It was me, Erica, Brooke.
I think I saw that. Yeah, I was there. Well, I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
all of them and actually Brooke is one of my guest panelists on my other panel about the housewives. She's gonna be on that panel from time to time. We talk about that. I just like to work with other people. I don't mind sharing my platform with anybody.
Right.
Anybody, because I can't share it with just anybody. But I don't mind sharing my platform with people, especially if I fuck with you. I don't mind sharing it. So because I fuck with you, I wanted you to come up here. You know what I mean? I did. And when everybody kept, you need to put Brownie up here, I want Brownie up here. Yeah. I'm like, okay, look, I don't want to force myself on this man, but I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna give y'all what y'all want. Y'all want him up here, whatever. You know what I mean? But the one thing that I don't, and I'm gonna say this too before we go, the one thing that I don't want nobody to do, and I'm just gonna say this for everybody in the comment section, everybody that's watching that's not in the comment section, I just want this to be known. Please do not pit us against each other, because that's what I don't like. I don't like this shit at all, especially amongst us gay male YouTubers. Please don't pit us against each other, because one thing about it is that I respect Rodney. I respect his work. I always support him all the time. I share his stuff. I super chat in his lives. I do all of this stuff. So if I'm doing all that, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
So, oh, wait, wrong way. I fuck with him. So if I'm doing all that, then no. So we don't need to nobody to pit us against each other. Rodney fuck with me, I fuck with him. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what else to say because I feel like I'm gushing. I'm happy you up here.
I don't know why. I'm just one of the regular girls.
Listen. I feel like I'm gonna tell you like this. When I get somebody up here that wouldn't necessarily do stuff like this, I feel accomplished. If that makes sense. Because when I hit 20K, Forrest Rocks does not like to do panels. And she does not like to do panels. And she's another one that started around me, her, Bundy, and Ashley Miller. We all started around the same
Mhm.
time, 2010, 2011. We always been really cool. And I would say that she don't even like to do panels. Like, she don't do panels. But when
Mhm.
I asked her to do my 20K panel, boom, she came up here and she did it.
Right.
And you don't have to be, because it was so many people up here on, like, it was so many damn people up here. Like, I had to split them up into different groups because it was so many damn people up here. And I
Right.
was like, look, I you don't have to be up here the whole time. You in group number one, y'all got 30 minutes, the next group got 30 minutes, the other group got 30 minutes. You're like, oh, that's fine, I'll come up here and do it for you, that's fine. Like, when I got her to do it, I felt like I did something.
Yeah.
I had to pat myself on the shoulder for that because the Rocks don't do this shit. You know,
Right.
Ashley don't do this shit either. But she's been on me and Jamar's panel show like twice. She did my 20K video too. So you know what I'm saying? Like whenever I can get people that don't normally do shit like this on my platform, I feel like I did something. I know I did something right because
Right.
you came up here. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've been wanting to work with you for the longest time. On especially up here, because this is not something that is that's so serious. Because the housewives could be too much. Like sometimes we don't want to talk about that shit. That could be too much. You know,
Yeah,
like
we
too
can.
much.
You know how we get about them housewives.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
this is a little light. We can have fun up here. We can have like real conversation. So it is what it is. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm glad you came up here.
Thank you,
I
Leslie.
appreciate your presence up here, and you even said that you would be willing to do it again.
I
So,
will. I definitely will.
so for all the cousins in the building, he said that he would do it again.
I
Okay.
will.
Said he would do it again. And for those of you that's in here, you see that this is all love here. We respect each other. We like each other's shit.
That's
So
all it's about.
that's all it's
That's all
about.
it's about. Like I'm not, at the end of the day, it's like I don't have time. We just trying to make it. That's it. That's
That's
it. Just
it.
trying to make it. It's enough. It's enough subscribers out here. It's enough money out here. It's enough for everybody, child. Ain't no like no. We
Cause
good.
I mean,
Everybody can support who you want to support. Support who you don't support who you don't want to support. But that don't mean just because we gotta be beefing. Like no, that's it.
like let's put it like this. Let's just put it like this. You probably just introduced me to some people that probably don't even know who the fuck I am. And I probably introduced you to some people who don't know who the
I'm
fuck you
sure you
are.
have.
So
I'm
it
sure you
works
have.
both
Thank
ways.
you.
So it works both ways. But the next
Exactly.
time you come up here, I really hope that everybody is able to do it because Maddie would have been up here if it wasn't for his roommate, and Josiah would have been up here if it wasn't for some other stuff. Because
Right.
he came up with, like I said, the pump and dump, and he comes up with all of the graphics and shit like that and all that other stuff. So the next time you come up here, I want everybody up here so you
Okay.
can interview from everybody. You know what I mean? Like, but you fit in. We see tonight that you fit in right with the rest of us. You with the shit too, just like we are.
Okay.
But with that being said, y'all, I think I done talked enough. I feel like I just been gushing. It feels me talking to you right now feels like I felt when I first met K Michelle in concert. I feel
No.
this
Now
just,
now you doing too much. Now you
yeah.
giving me too much. You giving me too much.
I'm just saying, like when I really, really admire somebody and they come on my platform, that like this is a different type of feeling for me. I'm just saying, you
Right.
know.
Thank
So
you.
with that being said, y'all, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate Rodney's cousins for giving me a chance.
Hey cousin.
Cause most of y'all that's in here is his cousins, okay? Most of y'all is his cousins, okay? That's what it is. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Jamar and Terrence are gone, but of course I appreciate them and I appreciate Rodney for coming up once again. I appreciate you for coming up. And we out of here, y'all. Till the
Bye
Desert
y'all.
Boys night out, we'll holler at y'all later.